guys, Sugar J the Wise One and Kim the Baptist.
Yes,
we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. Northside is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. Being 10, Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Represent the 402. 10, Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch, but we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We lay hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J, the switch hitter from B&B, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Kevin the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.
Yes, Lord, sock it to me. Good job, Gooch. Numbers. Go. You on mute, my nigga. You know you muted. Talk to the people, Gooch. Hold up.
You Mr. Goose to you. And I got my co-host Kel the Baptist. Hopefully we get Sugar J to slide in. And we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community, and we are bringing It's Boxing to You. One love.
One love. Good.
That's an inside joke between me and Kel. One love to the people, man. Thank y'all for coming through. Okay, we about to drop the link for you, Sugar J, my bad. Drop the link for Sugar, man.
Yeah, man. What's
you
the
deal,
bro? What's good, Coach?
You got
you on, Pastor?
Hold on, I'm dropping the link real quick. Let me drop the link. Nobody else come in, please, for a second. I'm bringing my youngin in, Sugar J. One love.
Should have sent it to him in the what you call it?
Into the chat. Yeah, I could bump it. What we're talking about, let me pull that up to why we're talking. Where we at.
Yeah, what we talking about today, Pastor?
We're gonna guess what weight he is.
We fat shaming today?
I'm not fat shaming. I just want to guess what weight he is. They say he's supposed to be ready. I want to see where he's ready. I'm trying to let me find it. Let me find the picture.
One love to my guy Sugar J.
What's up with Sugar J?
One love. How y'all doing, fellas?
Man, we're hanging in here. Sugar J, I gotta ask you. I'm trying to find this picture. Once I find this picture, y'all, I gotta ask you guys. With the way it looked after the tank, and matter of fact, I'm about to put a video up. This is what I'm gonna do. I got the video.
Oh, I have a question though about that.
Yes, sir.
How come they didn't announce the Bud and Errol Spence thing?
Bro, I'm about to show you why. This is my, I do conspiracies, Sugar J. I'm about to show you why. Hold on, one second, people. This is what we're gonna talk about real quick, because this is why I feel why they can't announce it right now. Where's it at? Come on, Gooch, you got it. This is why I feel, y'all. Hold on one second. I had it up and I forgot to bring it up earlier. Oh, where's it at? Shout out to Coach Malachi today too, man. Coach Malachi had Tim Bradley on his show, man. Oh, well, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful interview. So shout out to Coach Malachi too, man.
Hey, definitely shout out to True Media to USA Boxing, man. Coach be cooking, man, doing this thing, man.
Mr. Golden, Mr. Golden, only us is coming in right now, sir. I do apologize. Let us cook for a second, sir. Let's cook. Okay,
see, Mr. Gold, we not.
Let's cook for a hot second.
Yeah, we not opening the doors yet, Mr. Gold.
This is what I'm not gonna play it. This is from my guy. Shout out to Fight Hype. But I just want just look at him, Sugar J. Look how chubby he is. Look at his face. Look. I'm just gonna let we gonna watch him in when he's walking. I'm not gonna play nothing. They're trying to ask him about the interview. They're trying to ask him now. He's not saying nothing. He's avoiding it. So I'm not gonna even play his voice. But I just want y'all to look. You seen the facial? It's a little fat to me. I'm trying to get the picture too with him and Clarissa Shields, the one I put up earlier. I can't find it right now, but yeah, I have a real problem with this.
Gooch.
He's not fight ready, Sugar J. That's what I'm saying.
But,
I don't think
Gooch,
he's fight ready.
But here's the thing, Gooch. I'm gonna say this. We always, it's what. Listen, true warriors. It's what you don't see that will surprise you. I'm trying to tell you, you might not see. It may look like he's not in the. It may look like he's not wet, but from what I see, I don't see a thing where it says he is not around where he's supposed to be. All right, maybe he is a little chubby, but to me, when it comes to that, listen. When it comes to that, when I see fighters that do that, it's like that don't really mean nothing to me because it's just like
that shows me he's a weight bully. But what?
No, I can't.
What that
because,
says to me, Sugar J. What that says to me is that November 19th date was some bullshit. No. That means all of this time, the apostles have been spot on with telling people that the November 19th date wasn't happening because Errol Spence was not in shape for the fight.
So
that
can I ask you
in a
question?
fat camp for him to lose weight, get back in fighting shape, and then train for Terence Crawford.
Because that's all I've been saying. That's all I've really been saying.
We've been saying it from the jump.
No, what I was saying, what I was saying was I want to see Earl that night to see how he looked and see if he was fight ready. And to me, he might be, but just to my eyes, I don't see him stepping on the weight scale in 2 months. And
well, come on, guys. He's a professional boxer. He's always fight ready, but no, is he in shape to make weight for a championship bout? No.
Okay, because this is not
Errol is all of 165 right now.
But now let me say now. Can I ask y'all something there?
Yes. Go ahead.
So, has Errol Spence's attributes right in the ring? Is his pressure right?
Right.
The way he goes to the inside, but what is he known for? Pushing you to the deep rounds, right?
Right. Now
I just want to say something. I want to answer Kim's question, right? When you just said, it was like he might make weight, but is he in shape? But on top of that, you also said he's a weight bully. So what that means is he's been doing this for years. So the fact that he's been doing this for years and he's known to go the full distance and drown you out and have great stamina and keep going, why would that change now? And we know who he's fighting, but I'm just going off of, if we're going off of just facts, the previous years, if you say he's been a professional weight bully, why would that change? Why would that change? That's all I'm saying. Now, of course, that's going to be a problem because we all know who he's fighting, right? Fighting Bud Crawford. To me, Bud is going to knock him out. So he won't go the full 12 rounds. But I'm just saying, to him, we already expected this, right? We knew who Errol Spence was going to do this. This should not be a shocker. And like Goose said, we've been calling it. To me, Errol Spence is a weight bully. And to all the aerosexuals out there, you can't prove me different, right? Gooch
Facts.
and Kim, for facts, been saying this since November, since we
Facts.
first started, since we first started
Facts.
the show, and we pulled up receipts, right? Like earlier January, right after his car accident, where was he at with his girl in Brazil, right? Somewhere out there.
Running
We
on
was
the
talking
beach
about it then,
with the
right?
get money good.
Right. We was talking about it then, and then when Frank Martin showed up for his fight, he looked a little chubby at that press conference,
That
right?
nigga looked like Mo 3 when he was standing at that podium.
He said he looked like Bro
He
3.
looked like Mo
Right.
3 standing up there, nigga.
So so we I'm not surprised by this. It don't really affect me because I know Errol Spence, at the end of the day, he gonna find a way to do it. And that's gonna be his mistake, right?
But the
That's
thing
like
about it though, Sugar J, is because the reason we so adamant about this, right, is
right.
because you hear these other content creators
Uh-huh.
and channels making videos every day, constantly bashing and talking down on Terence Crawford and saying Terence Crawford has been the reason why this fight with Errol Spence is not happening. He held up the date. The November 19th date could have happened, but Terence Crawford walked away. But every time we look at the evidence and we look at Errol Spence's actions, it doesn't look like he was fight ready for a November 19th date. Anytime we see him, he doesn't look like he's going to make 147. So it's like, if we know this, right? We know for a fact this man wasn't going to make weight on November 19th. He would have lost his belts on the scales. So of course they're not gonna make that date. They're gonna push it back to 2023 so this man can lose weight and be able to make weight. However, he wasn't on schedule to do that. So we got the car accident on December 10th, same night as Terence Crawford's fight.
Right.
That gave us a good 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Because the projection was May or June. Then we got April, May or June. It's
Right.
now April,
Right.
and we see this man pop up, and he's not in fight shape.
And that's the downfall, Kim. Like his fault, like y'all like Bud is really playing like I'm in the gym with this man. I ain't gonna spoil those secrets, but I'm just saying, dude.
That man work out.
We already know how he works. We know he go hard.
He's serious about his craft. He not playing. You don't play boxing because, and this is what he mean by you can't play boxing, because I look at it like this. I look at boxing and MMA the same way that I used to when I did martial arts, right? Because
Right.
mixed did taekwondo back in the hood. You
Right.
can't play combat sports. People
Facts.
are training in this because this is literal survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are survival tactics, survival
Fight for the
skills.
fittest.
Yes, you could possibly lose your life, if you get hit wrong or you land wrong. You know what I mean? So you got to take this training seriously.
Right.
And I believe that with any type of combat sport or combat training.
I feel like I agree with you, Kim. Like when I started boxing, I felt like I watched more combat, not just boxing, right? Like you see MMA, you look at hell kickboxing and shit like that. You're like,
Muay Thai.
right. You just know, like, it's like, and even now we got the MMA fighters at our gym. It's like it opens your mind, and to me, I've always grew up. I've always heard them say, basketball is the hardest sport, football is the hardest sport. It's like, nah, dude, it's the combat sports, and you go in there. Red and Bowman, they was just talking to us today. You go in this ring and you play around and get touched on that jaw and lose your life.
Bro, you can lose your life. Listen, a prime example, you know what I mean? Guys lose their careers every day in sparring, Sugar J. Just in sparring, getting caught with a punch. You know what I mean? now he can no longer fight anymore. Like where you hear about the torn and detached retinas and shit like that.
Yeah,
that's why Hardjaw couldn't fight no more. Hardjaw called like a detached retina.
Right, and think about it like this, right? Even the great boxers, Gerald McClellan.
Facts.
You don't hear nothing about him no more.
Facts.
You do know he's blind. He can't hear as good. He's in a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
He don't even remember he had a career.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, the danger of the sports, right? It's not like he's living in like elite, like he's not even living. He's living an okay life, like.
But he wasn't. Yeah,
he ain't rich though.
Facts.
And that's why me myself, I always told myself, right, my plan when like I don't plan to do this forever, but while I do it, I'm gonna go the hardest I can. I'll look at the past guys like the Gerald McClellans, like you don't see you see the pains that they have to Riddick Bowe. Like you look at those guys.
And do you know what this is when you get in that ring? And this is why it's so. This is why the guys that are the hungriest usually come from backgrounds like some of the craziest backgrounds, right? And like I said, you always gotta be a little off to get into combat sports and to get into professional fighting, right?
Right.
But anytime you get in that ring, you're fighting for survival. It's literally life or death. You know what I'm saying? You don't play with the Reaper. You don't play on the Reaper's top. You know what I'm saying?
I was
in that ring.
I was talking to my dad last week. I was having a serious conversation. I said, nowadays, these boxers, they not even just athletes, like they want to be buddy best friends. It's like, nah, bro, you gonna take food from my table. You trying to take away what I got. Yeah, I'm a nice guy. But it's war, bro. Like Marvin Hagler said.
You gain a respect for a guy. You gain a different respect for a guy, right? After you fight him. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a commonality. There's a common respect that's shared between warriors. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when you walk into a gym and you see other guys, other practitioners of the sport, other warriors, other fighters, when you look a man in his eye, you get a sense of his spirit, a sense of his aura, his energy. You know, this guy a fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
You give him a different sense of respect. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's mutual. Now, when you sometimes when you have rivalries and you don't necessarily like a guy or they don't like how you move or operate, y'all get into it and y'all really want to fight. After you actually engage and go into battle with this brother and y'all slug it out, you leave that fight having a whole different respect for that person. You know what I'm saying? And that's how some guys become some of the greatest friends and some of the best of friends outside of the sport because they gain that respect.
You gotta look at the guys like the Tommy Hearns and the Haglers. Even such a guy like Ryan Garcia, look at them now.
Yeah, they would say, prime example. Like after that fight,
instantly,
I had the utmost respect for Tank.
Instantly, and you know what? Tank had the exact same.
And I agree.
And we could clown, right? And we could clown Garcia all we want, right? We can make fun of him. But Tank knows, and Ryan knows how special they both are.
Mm-hmm.
Only they can talk about that. We will never know as fans. We will never know. We can talk about whoever we want. We can disrespect them all we want. Well, those two fighters step in the ring, and it's between them.
They putting their lives on the line. And see, that's how I look at it, man. Look, I'm putting my life on the line. I'm trying to feed my family. I'm trying to survive in here. I'm going home. Right. It's either me or if it's either me or you, or it's got to be you because I'm going home. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a battle of survival. That's a battle of will, a battle of skill, you know what I mean? You putting it all on the line for that moment under them big bright lights.
Like,
you know what I mean?
you gotta
You
think
can play
about.
with that.
You gotta think about like what you running, what you waking up at 4 a.m. for, studying film, running, all that just to lose, just to be scared. It was there is this older guy who came and talked to me, and this young, I don't know, Kim, do you remember that young Mexican guy that was talking to you
Mhm.
when you came? He was talking to me and him, and he was like, he said, if you want it, you gotta take it. You can't just
Facts.
want it. You gotta go take it.
They not gonna give it to you.
You gotta
They
go take
not.
it.
You snatch that shit.
That
Yeah.
and I was talking to the younger because some of the fighters they be some of the younger kids they be so unmotivated. I gathered everybody up. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, nah, we at the best gym in the world. In the world, you know, we gotta act like it, not just for them, but for us.
Take
We gotta
advantage of the
feel at
opportunity.
home. We gotta
Yeah.
feel. You know what I'm saying? If this is what you want to do it. If this not what you want to do, go somewhere else. Go to a daycare. Go somewhere else. There's
That's
only there's only a select few that can do these type of sports. You know, and not even just sports. Like you have to have a certain type of mindset. That's what made Kobe so great.
yeah.
That's what made guys like Kobe great. That's what made guys like Terence Crawford great. You have to have a type of mindset.
Right.
Let me
And
ask you a question.
was good.
Do you notice how and we can get back to boxing, but I just want to throw this out there. Do you notice how calm and how calm and nice and kind of poised and laid back some of these fighters and guys are when you meet them? Like just talking to Bud. When you see Bud, Bud is always just kind of calm and laid back.
Yeah. Like,
You notice how, you know what I mean? These be some of the nicest guys you ever want to meet.
and you know
They
what's crazy,
smile
Cam?
and laugh, and
Here's the
they
crazy
will
part,
fuck you
Cam.
up.
Here's the crazy part, right? I believe I was talking to my dad about this like a couple nights ago, but I was saying like my first year at B&B was rough because my year and a half there, I looked at the only coach I talked to was Red.
Yeah, yeah.
But everybody else, like Bud, Bomac, Issa, Bernie, I looked at those guys like celebrities. And so they did so when you treat and you know what I also learned, when you treat somebody like a celebrity, you gonna get treated like a fan. But when you treat these guys like a normal human being, it's different love.
It's a
It's
whole different,
different.
yeah,
It's different.
yeah.
And that's how you and that's what I learned. Like, like hell, I don't think I even talked to Bud my first year and a half. I think we just stared at each other, just walked past it. I don't think I've ever really until you know I started opening it up. I stopped treating these dudes like celebrities and just like a normal human being. Like,
Treat
'cause
them
at the
like
end of the
people.
day, they are human just like us.
Facts. That's amazing to learn and know that now, growing Sugar J, because as a man, you know what I mean. And
Yeah,
ain't no, I can be a supporter of your work. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
all that fanboy shit, listen, we
They don't
don't
like
do
that.
the dick riding, we don't do the dick eating. I'm going to address you as a man. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
address millionaires the same way that I address a motherfucker that ain't got no money. The same respect is shown. There's no respect of person. You feel what I'm saying? Like I
right.
give you the same respect that I expect in return. You feel what I mean?
Facts. Exactly.
Across the board, and that's
I
how
think.
we
I think.
should be.
I think. Goose. What was you about to say?
Gooch over there asleep.
Oh, I
I
thought. I thought I heard him turn on his mic.
I'm working. I'm networking while you talking. See,
Oh. Oh.
But anyway, so I want to get back to this
Yeah. What's going on?
because Gooch, I want you to find that picture so we can put it up because this shit is crazy. How
okay.
they cooked on this November 19th date, and I want y'all to see how big this brother actually is, and how big he was, like how big he was then, how big he still is now, and y'all tell me if November 19th really was gonna happen. Like,
You said last year, right?
mhm.
Oh, I think it was going to happen. I
Like
think
the
it was.
November. I told niggas that he wasn't ready for the November 19th date
I
because he
thought,
wasn't in
I
shape.
thought he was. I thought he was. I didn't think he was in bad shape. Now, I
No,
will
he had to
say,
lose weight, then train.
now,
This is the difference in damn what did Kobe call that? Like that's the difference in the gap in training, right? And I not to cut you off,
Kobe
but
did say that.
the time that should the time that Errol is using to lose weight and keep his stamina up so that he can contend in this fight, those are valuable hours that he could be putting toward
This
studying, training, technique, you know what I'm saying, watching film, learning shit about Bud. Instead, you got to run these pounds off and shed this weight so you could get in fight shape.
right.
You know what I mean? The whole time he's losing weight, yeah, guess what your opponent's doing? Watching
I,
you
right.
watching you running, work. Nigga, I'm on the treadmill running, watching your stinking ass.
Right.
You
I
feel
have
what
my
I'm saying?
phone on the treadmill and I'm just watching
I'm
or
watching
running.
you. I'm looking at everything you, yo. I know your favorite food. I know your tendencies. I know everything about you. I want you. So that way when we get in the ring, there's nothing about you I'm not familiar with.
But here's my problem with that. Because there you go again when we talk about old boy, who was the topic of my subject today, Mr. EJ, letting it be known he's not doing none of that. He's not
Hey,
wearing
but Gooch.
even watch film,
Oh
bro.
yeah, they did say they don't watch film.
But wait.
They say he don't want to train. He's not gonna watch film. What you think?
Gooch. But here's the thing, though. Like I said, many fighters has deceived us before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what we saying is true. But like, who truly knows what's going on at that camp? You know what I'm saying?
True, true,
A
true.
true warrior, like, I don't know if y'all ever read the book, whatchamacallit, The Art of War.
Yep,
Yeah,
Sun Tzu.
But yeah, in the book, the enemy, and this is something that actually Alexander Usyk does. He'll come to, he looks like this nice guy, he probably not training. Fight night though.
Hop in the ring, a whole different beast.
Come on.
Come in a
So
whole different
well,
angle.
so while and this is my point. I want us to think about Errol Spence is probably already used to this, right? We said that he doesn't study. Errol Spence is already used to this. He's probably done this too many times where he's not worried about that. So are we worried about it? He's probably not.
I'm gonna be real. I'm
And I'm
worried
gonna say
about it
this.
because this is a different. This is listen to get something you never got before. You got to do something you've never done before. Give something you've never gave before. Terence Crawford is an entirely different animal, an entirely different beast than what he has been used to, trained for, and or fought or seen. You cannot take this man lightly. You
Neither
cannot.
one of them can.
You
But
can
yeah.
yes, and I agree, but you can't half-ass prepare for this man. You can't half-ass train for this man.
You have to be 110% ready.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one of those things to where I can afford to, yeah, I'm gonna go on vacation in the middle of training camp so I could go out here and kick it for a minute. No, this nigga will fuck around and end my career. This man will fuck around and leave me with some type of permanent
He
damage.
already got 2 torn eye retinas.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can't play with that. Like, this man will leave me with some type of damage to where I got to pay for this long outside after boxing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't play with that. You can't play with that. You can't play with preparation for that, bro.
Facts.
Proper preparation, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I put it this way. Like, I feel like his handlers knew. And that's why they push the dates back. They knew. And
I feel like part of that they was also trying to play mind games with Bud, and it didn't work. It's not going to work. I feel like it's kind of like how Tank made Ryan Garcia rehydrate this that. I feel like Errol Spence is trying to do the same thing in a different. Like I feel like Errol Spence is kind of trying to play mind games with Bud, but it's not gonna work because we all know Bud, right? And if anything, it's just gonna make it's gonna make the whooping worse. But we all know, like to me, I feel like there's a tactic to it. I feel like there's a strategy behind it. It's kind of like what Tyson Fury does, why he gets a lot of criticism, and it's because he doesn't come to the gym in shape. He's not in shape, right? He says he's gonna retire. I feel like him and Fury kind of do the exact same thing with tactics.
In a lot of ways,
And
yeah.
and they mess with you, but then
In a lot of ways, yeah. But
I gotta cut in for a second.
What's good?
Y'all know what time it is. Look, check this out, people. Now I know y'all love how we come in, how we cook everything. I know y'all love it, but damn, don't come in my house and just don't hit the like button.
Come on, y'all.
13 people,
like button.
4 people that hit the like button. Hit the like. Hold on,
if y'all don't hit the like button, you know what's going.
My body. You know, I think let's see if it's him, bro. This will be blocking, though. I know who it is.
How long ago did you press it?
What do you think? I've been standing here for days. I just pressed it as you walked up.
You pressed it?
Am I sure I pressed it? It's how could I miss it? Rats know how to press buttons. Do you think I'm dumber than a rat?
No, nobody's saying anything like that.
It's gonna change. Just wait. It's because I pressed it already.
Okay, no offense. I'm just gonna press it.
What would you do that for? This is precision equipment designed by people with engineering degrees. It will work. I pressed it, sir. I pressed the button.
Why? How we've been sitting, the light cycle has gone by twice, okay?
So just press the button.
I'm not saying it.
Press the button. Push the goddamn button.
Just press the button. I can't find her yet.
If y'all don't press the button, I'm gonna have to pull up on you like Bud does on all these aerosexuals. If y'all don't do it, I'm gonna have to do it like how Bud pulled up on Danny Garcia. All right, I'm gonna have to do it.
Yo, so
like
one love to everybody that's in the chat, man, that's tuned in today, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. So all right. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, right? Go ahead. I know you were saying you wanted to cook on some more stuff tonight, besides Errol looking like a middleweight.
I gotta switch subjects. I gotta switch subjects.
What?
They saying that I'm trying to pull up the numbers now. That the Tank and Ryan numbers hit over a million pay-per-view buys.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They said it did 700,000 here in the U.S. and they said overall it did like 1.4 or 1.3.
That's not. But I wouldn't be surprised. I will say this: I feel like the Tank and Ryan fight was probably the most important fight, like in the sense of status.
Cross promotion.
I'd probably say it's been the most important fight that we've seen since Floyd fought Manny. That might be crazy.
Ooh. Now. In what aspect, Sugar J? Do you mean popularity?
Hold on.
All around. I mean, all around. You gotta think about it.
Because wait. I can't go that far because wait. Hold on. Because Floyd was a multi-division champion, even though he didn't become undisputed.
I'm talking
Manny
about
was a multi-division champion. Who has Ryan beat? What belts has Ryan won? What accolades? Ryan is known for his amateur career and social media.
Let me explain. Let me say. We'll break it down. First of all, have we seen the fights that we should have been seeing lately? Have we seen Bud versus Spence, yes or no?
Now I agree with that portion. Yes.
Have we seen Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol? Yes or no?
No, we need to see
Have
that.
we seen Canelo versus David Benavidez?
That's
Or the
coming.
Charlos? In this time span, the last 10, however long have we seen Canelo fight the dudes that he was supposed to be fighting as the pound for pound champ?
Well, hold on. As history states,
Come on.
some of these situations, these brothers actually had opportunities and they turned them down or sidestepped.
Okay, well, I'm just saying the fight.
I mean, a
wasn't
prime
made,
example, because I'll give you an example real quick.
Oh,
Jamal
no, I forgot about
Charlo
Canelo and
had
Triple
the
G.
opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez.
I did
They
forget about
sent
Canelo and
Charlo a
Triple G.
contract and he turned it down.
Okay,
That's a duck.
Andre Ward and Triple G was supposed to happen. Did that fight happen?
Now, no, that was supposed to happen.
I don't care what the reason was. I'm gonna break down why. Okay, look, we can discredit Ryan all we want, but the facts is facts. The facts was he's considered a top 135 pounder, right? He may not be the best, but he was considered.
He was
a
considered
top, right.
a prospect contender, but
too
yeah,
young, and they're too young, talented,
undefeated fighters,
right? Kind of like a.
But the word you missing is popular.
I'm not done yet. I'm breaking down everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get to that popularity, and you know what? I did forget something. I take that back because Canelo Triple G was probably the biggest after Floyd and Manny. That was probably the biggest. All right, and then but anyways,
because you had Ward, Kovalev, Triple G.
That fight, popularity wise, was not bigger than.
No, Canelo and Triple G was definitely bigger, but
no, I'm talking about Andre Ward and Kovalev. Now at that time, actually, I take that back because at that time, Kovalev was pound for pound number one, right? He was knocking everybody out, and Andre Ward was undefeated. SLG.
That's when he was still crusher. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and Andre Ward was supposed to lose. He was supposed to lose.
A lot of people picked Andre Ward to get knocked out in that fight.
They were both 30-0 going into that fight. Kovalev had 24 knockouts. No, I think he had 28 knockouts.
Yeah, like 28. Yeah.
I believe at that point he killed somebody in the ring, right? Like he was like almost like an Ivan Drago type dude. Like at that point, he was like he was like the real life Ivan Drago. I'm gonna crush everybody, right? Andre Ward wasn't supposed to win that fight, but he was already a Hall of Famer, undefeated. He reigned over the division before. You know, and he was supposed to lose, but he didn't, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like, popularity-wise, I feel like Tank and Garcia is probably top 3, maybe in the last
20 years.
5 years.
I hate it.
I hate it, right?
Why, though? Why? Huh? Who have outside? Okay.
I don't think they lied about that, Cam.
They don't have very many accolades. Tank won the IBF and then won a couple of which I give him that IBF belt. But then what was that?
He got stripped after that, though.
Yes, he got stripped.
On the
scale. The others were what? Regular and interim belts. Ryan
No. Wait, but Cam. I think we forget. Leo Santa Cruz was a WBA champ.
Whoever came into the ring.
No.
Yeah, he was.
Wait. Right now, Tank has
Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz was the champ.
And what division was this?
When did Tank fight Leo Santa Cruz? Like a couple years ago, right?
What division was this?
This was at 130.
That's what I was about to say. This had to be at 130, not 135.
130.
Hold on. For Leo Santa Cruz was for. Let me make sure I got this right. Because he was the. Yeah, that's what made him a 3-division world champion. That's why they pushing this 3-division world champion thing, because he won the IBF, got stripped, when he beat Leo at 130, he became the WBA super featherweight and world lightweight champion.
Yup, because he did win both. Because the
He was a
problem.
champion in 2 divisions.
Yup.
That's what. And
So
now he
wait,
has the interim belt at
the
135. So they call him in the 3
only
division.
titles that I think that Tank really isn't a champion is when he won and they tried to push that when he beat Mario Barrios, when they tried to say he was 140. Like I didn't. Josh Taylor was undisputed, right? That and this 135. Those titles are a little. They're interim belts. The other 3 divisions are real straps. I don't know why people keep saying.
This is the third. Yeah, this is the 3rd division that he has a belt in. He's a 3 division champion. But this is why they're counting at a 3rd division. I don't know why, but they're counting this 3rd division, this interim belt as a
Because he
strap.
won at 126, right?
126, 130, 135.
Okay, so he's a 2 division champ. He's
held belts at 126, 130, and now he's an interim belt at 130.
But I'm saying I don't count 135. So to me, he's a 2 division champ.
Well, what they waiting on is
because Devin Haney.
Soon as Dev leaves the division, as soon as Dev bounces from out the division,
he's gonna win that title.
He instantly is elevated from regular champion to super champion by email without ever having to compete and fight anybody.
So wait, you mean it to all right? So I'll say this, right? The lightweight division will actually be set up in a. They should do a tournament with heavy leaves, and this is how I got it right. You have, you know who I really think is underrated in that division? Like,
yeah, Leo was the champ at 126. He's the world lightweight. He was the lightweight,
and I believe he won the title when Tank left. I believe he won the title back. I believe he's the champ again. But all right, at 135. Guess who's really who I really think is underrated? I think Jermaine Ortiz is really underrated, man.
I like Jermaine Ortiz.
I like say what we want. Jermaine Ortiz is the big name. He beat Jamel Herring, right? He you know, and
I gotta put some respect on my dog Jamel Herring name, man. Bro, I don't like how they be doing Jamel, man.
Hey, he did though. Facts is facts.
He did. Jermaine beat him.
And Lomachenko, he gave him a run for his money, bro. I'm sorry. He gave him like people was saying Loma was gonna knock him out. He did
give Loma a competitive fight.
He could have won that fight.
He gave Loma a competitive fight.
He could have won that fight, Cam.
I will say that. He gave Loma a competitive fight. But
I thought honestly,
but now,
I would have been
how are we calling Tank Davis the face of boxing with
no titles?
Like, are we basing this strictly on because we can't? He's one half of a 1.2, 1.3 million pay-per-view stream fight. But the way that his fan base is making it seem is like it was all him. He carried it by himself. And I can't say that that's true when just in January, he fought Hector Luis Garcia, and that pay-per-view only did like 61,000 buys. And we all know that Tank carried that fight. We know that he was the main name on that card. So I'm like, how would that make sense? Somebody make it make sense. Like,
what happened to Gooch?
B Mac, one love to the Mac Mob, man. I see you in the chat. Tank has only been champion technically in one division, but they're pushing. I'm telling you, they've been calling that man a 3-division champion.
Yeah, and if I'm being
this is how Leonard is marketing and calling it.
All right, Cam, we got to debate this topic. All right, like I'm gonna tell you, I've been at B&B the last 2-3 days, right?
Yes, sir.
And we've been arguing over who's the best 135 pounder, right? And I get it, right? I get it. We all want to say Shakur, right? Shakur Stevenson. Let me ask you something. Is Shakur Stevenson a knockout puncher? Yes or no?
No.
No, right? He's
Now,
respectable.
he's growing into his strength. He's growing into his weight and his size.
But here's
Can
the
y'all hear
So
me?
no.
yeah, we can hear you.
I just felt like I don't know what the hell was going on. Like
I ain't gonna lie. At first, you was kind of like I couldn't really hear you, but now I can hear you
You
clearly.
was choppy, gang.
Yeah, you was
okay,
choppy.
that's what it was. Okay.
But yeah, so Goose, you back on, right?
Yes, sir.
Me and Ken, we was cooking. I was saying,
I was listening.
okay, so at the gym, shout out to my guy Reno, Trey, Eric, Red, all of them. We was arguing, we was debating. Do you think Devin Haney could beat Shakur in a 2-fight series, right?
Ooh, shit.
Do you think? Because I was arguing. I was like,
honestly,
okay.
Honestly,
yeah.
Ooh, I would love to see that fight. That to me is a 50-50 fight.
Devin Haney gets
that's
disrespected.
honestly 50-50 fight. Devin is a big 135 pounder. But what I will say is this: Shakur can fight his ass off. There's literally footage of Shakur giving your Dennis Ugas the blues in sparring.
I don't care about sparring because Tank's knocked out light heavyweights. Like
this is what I'm saying. He's given a 147 pounder the blues in sparring. So when they talk about how big Devin is compared to Shakur, that does nothing for me because Devin doesn't pack a lot of pop in his punches. Whereas we just talked about how Shakur is not a knockout puncher, but Shakur just finished his last opponent, who was an undefeated up and coming prospect. So it's like, you know what I mean?
But let me say this: who was he though? He beat Who was the dude he beat? Yoshino was a dude. Hold on, Yoshino got knocked out by Lomachenko, right?
No, Yoshino was undefeated, bro.
I mean, no. I was thinking about Yoshino beating Nakatani. His claim to fame, Nakatani knocked out Lomachenko. Tiafimo already beat Nakatani. Like, who was he? That's like me giving credit that Jose Ramirez beat Richard Kobe. Like, Richard Kobe is done, is finished goods. Like,
okay, you see this? Yes, I'm about to read what CBS had to say real quick. Okay.
Now, where is this from? This CBS Boxing?
This CBS.
Hold on, let me pull. Hold on. Let's
Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia Fight. Pay-per-view numbers like exceed expectations in Las Vegas.
Hold on, gang. Let's make that. Let's change the layout of that so we can. There it is. Hold on. I'm gonna make it full screen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So the lightweight super fights appearing unbeaten Gervonta Tank Davis and King Ryan Garcia last week produced the type of numbers worthy of consideration as a blockbuster hit. Hold on. Davis 7th-round knockout of Garcia, which was produced by Showtime, pay-per-view generated more than 1.2 million buys. The domestic. Huh?
I said domestically. I said no. I was reading.
Insider sources told CBS Sports on Wednesday. The numbers considered a test given both expectations and the current state of pay-per-view business across combat sports, which has been affected by rampant piracy, higher price points, and proliferations of competing entertainment streaming options. The 136-pound catchweight belt, which animated from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, was unique in that it paired rising stars with separate fan base, both of which were young and expanded well beyond the sport hardcore fan base. The fight generated approximately 22.8 million in ticket sales. Wow. Which includes a pre-announced sellout crowd of 20,842 spectators. Okay. Lightgate is the 5th best in Nevada history, which includes all combat sports events held in the fight capital of Las Vegas. The only event in boxing or MMA to draw more money were Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao, Mayweather, McGregor,
and the first two Ganak Triple G Canelo fights.
Canelo fights. Wow.
So there we have it.
Wow.
So now with them numbers, okay, so yeah, with them numbers, I can. My debate earlier with one of my bosses today was with Rocky was and I might be wrong, but me personally, for them to get 1.2, I should thank Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was told he shouldn't.
Yep. Good job, Ryan. No, of course, what this was an introduction from one fan base to another, so that way I could snatch some of your fans on the way out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan, of course, had a large social media following, a large popularity following. So by putting him and Tank in the ring together, Tank was already popular, but you're introducing each to each other's fan bases. You feel what I'm saying? So now what you're hoping is you just made a whole bunch of new Tank Davis fans based on the results and the outcome of this fight. You know what I mean? And made a whole lot of money doing it. You know, because like we just been talking about, been saying, they're trying to do this to put asses in seats. So they're doing it to cater to the casual fan, not the hardcore fan, not the pugilist, not the practitioner of the sport. You know what I'm saying? They're doing this to put asses in seats. And unfortunately, the pugilist doesn't always buy fight, whereas the casual fan buys tickets. You know, the casual fan buys pay-per-views and throws fight parties, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? So that's kind of who they more or less catering to. But it gave me hope because it let me know that major fight productions or major fights can be made with cross productions and two major promotional teams and two major networks that show me that they can come together and do business and be able to make money and do what they need to do to make fight happen, you know, to give the fans the fight that they want to see. Also, it gave us hope in that, you know, we will see the fights that we want to see, right? But, and I got to put the but on here. The one disclaimer I got to say is what it's looking like is in order to build the kind of bag that you're wanting, right? Or that some of these fights and these guys are demanding, you got to have a following and a popularity amongst casual fans outside of the sport of boxing who are going to want to pay to see you, you know. And unfortunately, some of our favorite fighters are only being known by more hardcore fans and practitioners and pugilists of the sport. Period.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So what I do see is in order to have a successful pay-per-view, you got to have two names with popular followings. You know what I mean?
Okay. So okay. So because this is, let us cook a little bit longer, Mr. I'm gonna open the doors for everybody in a minute. Just let us cook a little bit longer. Let the panel cook, bro. I see what you're saying. So what was said to me is, and I'm starting to look at it. It might not be that. It really might not be that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Bud and EJ, I don't see them hitting 1 million now, bro. They didn't play that 1 million out. I seen this happening. If it would have happened this time last year, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying, in the times it should have happened. I see them getting that. But now I don't see them getting that, bro. And that's sad to me because real life is like
the biggest sport in boxing, doing less numbers than a fight that has no meaning or value at all, nothing on the line.
But what was said earlier was Okay, what was said earlier though, what was that they lost the momentum. Oh, this is a troll. I'm sorry. I gotta go to the comments pretty soon. I'm going to the comments pretty soon, bro. I wasn't even gonna do this shit, but I see what it's about to be that night. See, I wishing upon the star. I'm about to find that. I'm about to find that. Wishing upon the star. I be wishing upon some shit. But anyway, so what I was cooking on, I done got happy a little bit. So what I was cooking on though, the EJ and Bud fight has lost its momentum, bro. And with it losing its momentum, I don't see them getting these Tank numbers. So when I say, yeah, Tank with no belts is the face of fucking boxing, bro. How in the fuck? But then, like I was telling old boy, I said, but then if you look at Ryan's, you know what I'm saying, but he's like, fuck Ryan following this, and that. But you can't.
Tank didn't do that by himself, bro.
Because that's what I tried to tell him. I said, because if you look at Tank's pay-per-view buys in January, that was bullshit. He had 60-some thousand. Then all of a sudden you fight Ryan, and then they said, well, it's the name. It's the name. I don't give a fuck. It's the name. At least 100,000 is going to buy it. He didn't even bust over 100,000 first pay-per-view. So you got to thank Ryan Garcia. You got to thank him and his fans. Then you got to thank those fans that hate Tank like they hated Floyd because they wanted to see Tank get knocked the fuck out like everybody was predicting that he would. Except the real hardcore boxing fans. So basically, this fight was against the hardcores against the casuals. That's how I took it.
Wait a minute, Pastor. Wait a minute.
That's how I took it because a lot of casual fans were saying, oh, Ryan is faster. Oh, Ryan is this. Oh, Ryan is that. Ryan got a left hook. But they weren't looking at how Tank has fought more styles. They haven't looked at how Tank has dropped everybody he has fought, now including Ryan Garcia. He has to be the face of boxing. But in order for you to be the face of boxing now, brother Tank, you got to fight for the legacy now. It's either Devin or Shakur.
So do you feel like? Go ahead. No, I was going to say something.
Let me finish up what I'm about to say. But now what they're doing, what PBC is doing, is like, okay, you got 1 million something buys. Let's see what we can get off of this fight with you fighting Pitbull Cruz again. Let's rematch that because they said you and Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? You and Pitbull, y'all got to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got a rematch. And that rematch is, they said Pitbull beat your ass, man.
Like I say, I don't see the Pitbull fight happening unless it's some belts on the line for unification of the division. I just don't. Like right now, Tank.
No, say it again.
I said I don't see the Pitbull rematch happening until there's some belts on the line.
No, bro. You gotta understand. PBC got all this shit right now.
They have too many. They have fighters in position in all their different divisions.
But Cruz is the best chess moves they have right now. Because now it's time for them to. This is what I'm telling you. It's time for PBC to make money. They had to split that shit. So Pitbull Cruz is the money maker for PBC this year now.
Are you talking about the lightweight?
By having them fight multiple different fights.
Wait. Are you talking about lightweight though?
They're gonna try to get him to come up.
What about Frank Martin?
Because I'm like, you still got Frank.
No, they're wanting the rematch because Frank Martin won't be that money.
Yes, he will.
Big money. It won't be that big of a money fight like
Pitbull Cruz, like the rematch of Pitbull Cruz.
So wait.
But I don't think that match would sell what the fuck anyway because we saw Tank beat him already.
Right. And here's the thing, right? And here's the thing. Frank, so Has these guys not already called out Frank Martin? You have guys like Shakur Stevenson saying, "I will fight Frank Martin."
But you have never heard Tank say, "I want to fight Frank."
It's Tank, bro. He don't want to fight Devin Haney.
Tank said I'm about to say, but listen, Tank is already on record saying that he never asked for the big fights.
Right.
So right now, I honestly feel like they playing and positioning him the pay-per-view route, the pay-per-view star route. Get your buys up, get your name, your clout, your credibility up.
Well, he got name up.
And listen. What I'm saying,
though, y'all gotta understand right now. Y'all listening, though. Y'all not hearing this. He is right now. He is the pay-per-view star right now.
Let me finish.
He's the pay-per-view star right now, bro. You can't take that from him. With these buys, it's not. Well, he is fifth, bro. He is a pay-per-view star. How we like it, how we don't like it.
He's
I don't like
one half of that, bro.
You're
not. You can't just put that all on Tank Davis. That's not all on Tank Davis.
But they're doing it, Cam. The old media is doing it.
No, they're not.
Bro, yes, they are, bro.
They're attempting to do it.
And they are doing it, though. There's too many people saying he is the face of boxing now. They're going with that narrative.
Bro, but look, at the end of the day.
So the moment he loses, now what is he?
That we gotta see.
That's a dumbass narrative. That makes no sense. But
that's the narrative they're running with, bro.
That's stupid. That means now, hold on. So now that means boxing is no more and no longer about legacy and championships to set yourself apart. It's all about how many people you got to watch your fight. It don't matter what the fight is about. It's just how many people got to see it. That's stupid as fuck.
Okay, so you tell me everything in boxing. Okay, so the shit you just done the other day about the WBA.
I can put two crackheads in the ring.
No.
And as long as you do 1 million views.
The shit you got the other day with the WBA. Remember that shit about them and then with all the belts. Remember how stupid as fuck that sounded to us when we sat there and just found that shit out?
But that shit was bogus too, because it's only 2 WBA belts, not 3.
But I'm saying
it's a super champion and a regular champion.
Okay,
Tank is the regular.
Stupid as fuck.
That's still stupid. Too? It's stupid because I want them to consolidate that belt. And
it's what you want, Cam. It's not. It's what they're doing, bro.
That's stupid as fuck.
It's what they're doing.
You create an interim belt to give to a guy as basically a pacifier to say he's a champion, but he's not officially a champion on record. No.
Hey, shout out to Tim Bradley today because he broke that shit down. That's just like with the Lomo situation, how they was because Coach Malachi asked him. Told him, I had a problem with y'all trying to push Lomo as pound for pound over Bud when y'all was saying he was undisputed when he wasn't. But then when he broke the shit down, I was like, I think I'm gonna play that later on when I open the panel. I'm gonna find it and play it later on. Try to find it exactly and listen to what Tim said. But he broke some shit down that made a lot of sense though. But check this out. You know what? I'm just looking at it like this, bro. And I'm agreeing with you to a certain extent, Kim. You gotta understand this. I am agreeing with you. He shouldn't be the face of boxing with no belts. But right now, with him having the number one pay-per-view buy in this era right now, bro, he got to be the face of boxing. Before it was Deontay Wilder, wasn't it?
No.
Who was it? Canelo.
It's been Canelo.
Canelo. My fault. I just thought about it. I'm thinking of PBC, the face of PBC.
It's going to be Canelo.
No, Canelo's hanging it up, sir.
Until Canelo retires, the face of boxing is Canelo. Period.
Hold on, sir. You know what? Just for that. You ready?
Yeah, come on.
You
Slide.
ready?
Slide.
Okay. Guess what, y'all? This is what y'all better not come in here and do. Y'all better not come in and do this. I went too far. I got the wrong one, Kim. Huh? I'm going up a little bit.
This nigga wild.
Who slid in?
Who that? My guy, Mr. Warren, just slid in the ring with us.
One love.
Like those of you who realize that the Lord wants you to give generously into his church.
Amen.
No questions. Don't ask. How come the pastor have to have him a nice house? How come the pastor doesn't have a nice car?
Him a nice car.
Don't ask.
Don't ask.
No questions.
Just give the money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The doors of the church is now open. Mr. Warren, you was the first one to slide through. What's good, Mr. Warren? What's good, man? Sorry, right here, but we was cooking. All right, we cooking.
No problem. One love, Apostle.
We're gonna let you on the grill now. What you gotta say, Mr. Warren?
One love, Cam. One love, Mr. Goose. One love, AC. Everybody in chat, B Mac, Bruce Gas. Listen, guys. Boxing as we know it is officially changed. They marking this guy as being the next cash cow after Canelo. So he gonna be able to pick and choose who he fights.
That part.
Now cash cow, yeah, okay, all right.
So that makes him the face of boxing if he's the cash cow.
Yeah.
It got me stuttering.
Man, we once I drop these stats on y'all, we gonna stop saying that. Period. Because ain't no way to justify that. Not any way, no how. Based on those numbers, because I could give you two internet dudes and two old retired fighters who did better numbers in pay-per-view. So should they be the face of boxing?
Well, we talking about this era though.
They already was.
Hold on.
More than they know Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis.
Hold on, AC. Let Mr. Warren cook. When I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead, Mr. Warren.
I'm pass and let AC get in what he want to say. I mean, that's what they're going with, and that's I'm gonna let you know. It's all at the bottom line is about money first. So
I agree.
Boxing is second. So we can say whatever we want to say, however we want to feel about it. It is what it is, and I guarantee you, we'll know. I guarantee you, once he fights again, we'll know how they moving.
I just feel like, man.
But he ain't finna fight Shakur. I know he ain't finna fight Shakur. So
if he don't fight Shakur or Dev, who he gonna fight?
He gonna fight Ortiz.
Whoever he wants to fight.
They gonna fight Ortiz. That's the first name they brought up, Ortiz.
Oh, Jermaine Ortiz?
Or whoever Ortiz, whatever rematch Ortiz he had.
Oh, you talking about Pitbull Cruz?
No, I mean Ortiz, yeah. Or no. They mentioned Victor Ortiz. So who knows what the fuck that is? I think they gonna try to make dude Tank like he's a real franchise. This man go up to 147, he getting his ass kicked.
No, they just having
no. They said Pitbull too.
They having them fight fringe fighters from each division and at catch weights, and they just using the name to push pay-per-view stardom. You understand what I'm saying? So they said Tank is beating guys, and they using it as a professional exhibition match for boxing. Tank is beating guys from 126 all the way up to 147. Come watch the knockout prodigy and Tank Davis. Come see him with all the smoke and mirrors. Look, he's beat Mario Barrios. He's beat Hector Luis Garcia. You understand what I'm saying? Like nobody
saying, man, when you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. So if they gonna put this man in a glass house, nobody on that team better pick up a pebble, a grain of sand. Because that glass house is gonna be mighty thin and mighty fucking fragile. You could sell that shit to the casuals all you want. But what's gonna happen when you put that man in that glass house? Watch those fucking numbers never be the same. This is his highest. This is where where they say a motherfucker peaks. This fight is this man peak unless he gets in the ring with someone substantial. If he fights anybody like a Cruz or a fucking Ortiz, you ain't gonna do. They don't have Ryan Garcia. We keep talking about this, but Ryan Garcia has a much bigger following than Tank Davis.
Now I got a question, AC, because I heard someone mention this the other day, and I felt like that could have been a smart business move for the money. Someone mentioned on one of the panels that we were on that they feel like, and I think this might have been Green that might have brought it up. Shout out to my guy, but he said the smart move would be to do a rematch. Even though we might not want to see it, we might know how it ends. But with the huge numbers that this fight just did and the spectacle that it was, they could run it back and do half that and still make a lot of money.
If they talking this fight rematch,
Ryan and Tank. But
I was talking Tank is just
I know. I heard the media about Tank fighting Pitbull again. That's
recycle, repeat.
That's bull.
Nothing new, and you're gonna keep trying to get us to pay for more and more money.
But I mean, I'm saying 1.2 million people just paid for this pay-per-view.
Jake Paul, first fight, he did 700. His fight,
right? But what I'm saying is,
his fight with Tommy Fury did 750. Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson did 1.2. Mike Tyson versus Roy did 1.2.
Right.
Jake Paul versus Askin did 1.5. It generated $75 million. Y'all talking about this fight generated $22 million. Who the fuck's the face of boxing when nobody in boxing right now can put together a fight that generated $75 million?
Only Canelo.
Since when was the last Canelo fight he had that generated?
But okay, what they're saying is, you say, okay, so what last American fighter did it?
Jake Paul.
Floyd.
Jake fucking Paul did it.
Jake Paul's not a professional boxer.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're talking.
We're talking representing boxing, and he's not representing boxing. AC. How can he be the face of boxing?
He's not the face of boxing.
As long as you get in a boxing ring and to do what he did,
he's not representing boxing.
Okay,
that dog ain't gonna
I'm not going to argue the semantics. I'm just going to talk the numbers.
No, that's not. That's the semantics. The semantics is a part of the numbers. You can't do that. You're arguing
part of the numbers, then you have to accept the 1.5.
You're arguing exhibition boxing versus professional boxing. It's not the same, AC.
Yes, it is the same. Long as
no.
Get in the ring, they put on boxing gloves. They have to make weight.
It's not the same, guy. You can't do that. That dog ain't gonna hunt.
Well, that may be your mutt, but that ain't one of my pedigrees.
That dog ain't gonna hunt.
Your mutts, but it ain't one of my pedigrees.
That dog ain't gonna hunt. AC, you're trying to.
Hey, listen.
You're trying to argue literally.
I'm not trying to
exhibition boxing versus professional boxing.
We're talking numbers. I'm arguing the numbers.
Well, what you're saying is
matter.
You're arguing that the numbers from an exhibition.
Okay, so what professional? Okay, AC, what professional fighter? What professional fighter?
Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia.
What professional fighter has he fought?
That's what we're arguing.
What professional fighter has he fought, bro?
Floyd versus Conor McGregor, an exhibition fight. That was sanctioned.
Floyd versus Conor was an exhibition match.
Sanctioned exhibition match. So it doesn't matter whether you're talking a sanctioned exhibition match or an unsanctioned.
Okay, my question to you, sir.
You have to be sanctioned in order to fight a professional.
But here's my question, AC. Here's my question, sir. My question is, who on the professional level has he fought?
Who on a professional level has who fought?
What professional boxer has he fought that's fighting now?
Who are you talking about?
The same guy you're woofing about.
Jake Paul?
Yes.
Wasn't Tommy Fury a professional boxer?
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, man.
Tommy Fury was ranked 364th in the fucking world.
He's a professional. You asked me a question and I answered it. Now you don't want to accept my answer?
I'm gonna accept your answer. We're gonna accept that answer. No. I don't know about Camp, but I'm going to accept that answer. But I'm going to accept that.
I ain't accepting that bullshit.
Hold on. I'm going to accept that answer with what with this, bro. So basically, you're trying to say with him fighting Fury,
he did 750.
Hold on, but you're saying him doing with him and Fury, right? So you're saying that's going to put him, but Fury is come on, bro. We put him as a face. You want to put him as a face of boxing over Tank?
No. Don't reach out beyond my statement. My statement is clear. If we're gonna say Tank Davis is the face of boxing based on pay-per-view numbers, based on this so-called 1.2 million in sales, which I don't believe.
Don't be a hater, bro. Don't be a hater.
Bro, be quiet and let me finish. Be quiet and let me finish you with the H, because the H means you're hating.
I love you. You know I love you, bro. I'd have been on pounds with you a lot. Nah, I love you, nigga. Don't play me.
All I'm saying is this. When we talk in numbers, and if we talk in numbers to say this justified this person as X, Y, and Z, and that's the basis of what you guys were doing. You are basing it on numbers. So I just brought up the fact that regardless of if it's a sanctioned exhibition fight or a non-sanctioned exhibition fight, you have other people who stepped in a squared circle who have done much, much better numbers.
So Mike Tyson could come in here right now and do the same thing, and then
him and Roy did $1 million, and they
come on,
they did one.
Hey, Cam.
Let's keep it rolling, man.
Cam, I need you to lay his hands. Lay hands.
We go
on my bro AC right now.
I'm just not I'm not a fan to buy into that stupid shit or accept it in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm just not that gullible. I don't give a fuck.
It's not gullible.
I can easily just say, you know what? Fuck this boxing bullshit because it's turning into bullshit. And I'll go watch one. I'll go watch BKB bare knuckle fighting.
Hold on, man. We got to keep it going, man. We got
keep that thought. Keep that thought. Open panel's about to be live, y'all.
Yeah,
Open panel's about to be live. I got my guy Al Moolah.
I'm gonna keep it rolling, man. To my guy Al Money, man.
I didn't even get no introduction, bro. That's fucked up.
What's going on, fellas?
Al Moolah, what's good, my guy?
Peace and love. It's been a minute, man.
Please tell us, man, that please let Cam and Mr. Gucci, you lay the hands on this man, please, and make him understand.
Ain't no understanding, man. I understand fucking numbers. What the fuck, man? It ain't no understanding. I don't gotta understand.
I'm just playing with you, dog. Come on.
I get it, but I'm not. I get it. I get you. I get you.
Dang, homie, the Brooklyn came out of you.
Definitely, because right now I'm vivid because right now all across the internet, everybody's sucking his Tank dick. Everybody's sucking Tank dick for some reason.
Because his dick needs to be sucked right now. His dick need to be sucked right now. That's why, nigga.
No, don't. You could suck it, but not me. I'm not just like you.
Like nigga, you're a hater right now. You sound like a hater right now.
We gotta first of all, fellas, we're gonna keep it respectful first and foremost, man. Let's have some panel etiquette. But AC, really, you arguing the same point that we argue, and we've been saying that we don't feel like Tank is the face of boxing. Gooch was saying it's hard that the media is trying to push him in as a face of boxing, and we as actual fans of the sport are saying no because he has no accolades.
Could
We
you
just
say
numbers.
it again? Say it again. Say it again. Can you
And I just want to piggyback off that and say I want to say this. I want to say this. AC, you made great points.
Yeah,
and
like, we
hey,
agree
and check
with
this
you,
out.
bro.
I believe. Check this out. I believe if Jake Paul would have won that fight, your point would stick even harder because they'd be trying to put him as the face of boxing if he had won that.
What I'm trying to say, but everybody's talking to me like I'm fucking crazy, and that's the part that
I'd have been trolling niggas because I'd have been saying,
Yeah, bro. I believe if Jake Paul would have won that fight, we'd be having that same conversation.
Retarded numbers. That dude's been putting up retarded numbers compared to Tank. Tank is a baby compared to the numbers this nigga been putting up off his first.
What are you talking about, bro? No, that's not true. Stop.
Well, hold on. Time out.
Stop that.
I get what he's saying because remember, Tank was only doing like 275 to 350.
Like 300K.
Hey, what have you done for me lately, bro? What have you done for me lately? That's it.
Are we? Wait. Are we gonna really attribute all of that to Tank Davis though?
I am because
no, because you can't say that. He just headlined.
Can I say my point?
He just headlined in January and did 61,000.
Hold on. Wait though. Hold on. Wait a second. Let's stop that. I really do that. Let's spin that back.
Yeah.
Your dance partner matters. Your dance partner.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm not saying that Ryan didn't have nothing to do with it. But what I'm saying is though, like, just like Crawford and Spence, their dance partners matter. So, like, if you're not saying if Tank went in that fight right now and say he was in Pork Chop Willie that was fighting Ryan Garcia, they're not getting 2 million buys. They're not getting 1.5 million buys. They're not getting 500,000 buys. The fact is the dance partner matter. And the fact is that Tank won, and everybody talked about it was going to be the face of boxing after this. So give Tank his props. He beat that nigga up. He beat him badly.
Wait. You weight draining nigga. You put all kind of shit on him, and then you
bro, like that's some
you don't forget about all that.
Hey, bro, okay. So if they were fighting if they're fighting for undisputed right now, right? They'll have them same stipulations on them.
No. Time out. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I got something to say to that. Hold on. I got something to say to that real quick too, because we gotta let Al Money finish.
I'm not gonna do that.
Y'all go ahead, bro. Y'all go ahead. Y'all good. You good?
This is what I'm saying to that.
Nigga talk over me, bro.
No, this is
do it, bro.
This is what I'm finna say.
Bro, I'm not finna do it, bro. I'm a man like you, a man. Bro, like we both have points to give out, bro. I'm a man like you, a man, bro. Let's speak.
Right.
Okay.
So
listen. The IBF has the same exact stipulation points that Tank put on Ryan. So let's not do that.
Well, if that was the case, then why the fuck didn't he just fight Ryan at 1 pound less at 135 and put his WBA regular belt on the line?
No, Tank won that all the way around, but Ryan didn't want to do it. So let's talk about that.
No, that's what I'm saying. If that was the case, why didn't he just fight him at 135?
That was Ryan. That wasn't Tank. That was Ryan, bro. That was Ryan.
Ryan said put the weight.
That was Ryan.
Ryan set the weight.
Bro, Ryan said he didn't want to fight at 135, right? He gave him a pound, right?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh my God, bro. Okay. Look, okay. I'm not. The point is, right? It doesn't even matter because if they're fighting for the belt, the IBF belt, they'll be fighting for the same thing they fought for when they fought in the match. So there was no shimmy in the matter. There was no giving in, no giving out. Nigga, the fact of the matter is that it don't matter if it was for belts or not. he would have had to do the readdressing clause just like he did, and so that and his own camp said that he don't blow up 10 pounds past his weight anyway. So why are you even talking about that? I don't understand. But the fact is, he could blow up more. He can blow up more than that after his second weigh-in. Early in the morning, at 8 o'clock in the morning, he could have blew up to a.
No, they put a third one on him, homie, for the afternoon. They put another.
You lying? No, you fucking lying. You fucking lying.
Look at the reports, man. Look at the reports.
Man, look at you lying, bro.
Okay,
like, stop, bruh. Bruh, stop the cap, bro.
Hold on, talk. Let Goose. Hey, check this out. Before we get back through this, what I'm gonna do is go through the real quick. I got some cats in the chat I want to shout out to. I've been wanting to, but I got to come in cooking this. So now I'm gonna shout out the chat. I'm gonna let everybody get their thoughts together because I'm gonna go back to. We're gonna get back to shit because I got some shit I gotta say. But shout out to my guy, Monty King Boxing. One love to you, my guy. He said he been taking pictures like he going to jail. He acting like a champion. One love to Monty King.
He said he's taking pictures like he going to jail, like he got indicted. He on pre-trial.
Right.
Oh no! Hey, tell him I'm going to school. I'm going to school right now for
criminal justice. Yeah,
for exactly what he needs. Tell him to call me on my own. Hit me on the back channel, man. I got you, dog.
Yeah. He got on pre-trial. You heard me?
One love my guy legal work. Yeah, one love my South Carolinian, man. I love to you. How it is down there, fam. I see in chat. He ready to cook. I see you, fam, on here. Young Sugar J. Who else I got in the chat? Bill's Book. Yeah, I see. Al Moolah was in the chat. I see you in the panel now. One love, though.
Yep. I'm gonna jump off, Gooch. My baby just woke up, man. I appreciate y'all letting me on. Y'all know it's love, man.
Get a chance to come back through.
Hey, yo, tell your baby my bad. I was up here yelling in the mic, man. So
no, it's all good, man. Peace and love, fellas.
One love, y'all money.
Hey, you know, usually when you get on here, me and you is usually good.
No, I don't take it. Yo, listen, here's the way we get down in Brooklyn when we chop it up, man. It may sit from a person on the outside may look in,
so
and then think that these two guys about to fight, but ain't nobody. That's the furthest thing. It's just if you want to get chippy and I say get the fuck out of here, I'm not meaning it in that sense. Like you know the difference when I'm really talking to a dude.
I'm gonna say it's not personal.
It's just the passion coming out.
It's the passion.
I'm hearing what I'm hearing, and I agree with y'all, but I'm getting frustrated at the fact that no matter where I look at online, man, everybody talking saying crazy shit about this dude. And I'm like,
no, AC, bro. Like I seen up to the build up to the fight and everything like that, bro. And it seemed like you never want to tank to be that to have that spot, bro. That's what it seemed like to me, bro. I can go back to different channels you've been on and everything, bro. Like,
I'm gonna keep it real because I don't respect him.
Okay,
I simply do not respect you in the ring, and I don't respect you out of the ring.
No, hold on, wait. Let's stop for a second, because out of the ring, I can agree with you 100%. Out of the ring, I agree with you, but in the ring, that man,
I can't respect him in the ring because at the end of the day, before you fought this guy and Ryan Garcia, which he was at 140, and you begging for him to come down because of the name. I have to say, in boxing, he
didn't beg for shit.
Who is the bigger name to beat, Ryan Garcia or Shakur Stevenson? Shakur Stevenson came up and was sitting idle for a minute at 135.
No, Ryan Garcia was the
but you decided to fight a Hector Garcia. You decided to fight that big ass Muhammad Ali nigga, and now you fighting Ryan Garcia. So where do I, as a fan,
AC, facts are not with you right now because Ryan Garcia was the bigger name to fight for the money.
Okay, we talking money. I'm talking boxing.
Hold on. And I was in the chat, and y'all just really went back to open panel. Let me finish the chat, fellas.
Nah, bro. We eat it right now. Come on, man. We eat it right now.
I'm gonna let y'all get it. I gotta get into my chat real quick, fellas, and then I got y'all. My sis Monique Moore, one love to you. Man, Fresh Press 402, one love to you, my guy. He said, yo, Fresh Press is in the house.
What's up, Fresh?
Big J is in the house. He said he said, what about Triple G and Canelo? That's when we was cooking on that about the face. Okay. Mr. Warren been trying to get through. Bruce Gas boxing, Bruce Gas boxing, jazz, and more. One love to you, my guy. Thanks for coming through, OG. Make my baby, my guy B Millie's in the house. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna, I know you're gonna slide. I know you just laughing at us, right? I can hear B-Mac right now laughing at us. Q Brown, what's one love to you, man? One love to you. Thank you for sliding through, my guy Q. Man, who else, man? Who else? D-Dub. This is who I was waiting to get at. He made D-Dub, I hope you still in here, bro. This nigga told me to stop worrying about EJ weight. He never misses weight to Dewey. He gonna clobber the duck once he catch him. So I can't wait, D-Dub. I dropped the link. I hope we gonna cook on that in a minute too, bro. So I'm getting back to that. I'm getting back to you, bro.
Aerosexuals.
So I got a question. I got a question for AC. AC, would you consider yourself?
Me and AC was cooking right now.
Go ahead. I'll get back to you.
I mean, but we all on the panel, bro. I mean, I've been quiet, so I just have a question.
Hey, Mr. Warren, fuck your question. They cooking. Look, fuck your question. They cooking. Look, that's what he said. Go ahead, Mr. Warren. Go ahead, Warren.
AC and what's the other guy's name? You gotta see an H, but I'm not sure. Okay. Are you guys do you consider yourself hardcore fans?
I'm a hardcore fan, definitely. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I don't believe if you coming from a hardcore perspective, you guys are right. You're correct. But if you're dealing with casual fans and social media fans, they see things a lot different. They don't even view it the way we do it. And they're targeting, that's their market, and that's who they targeting. They can give two shits about how we think, how we feel about it. Nevertheless, I agree with AC. To me, Tank Davis he's not the face of boxing, because I consider you fighting for a title would be one of those criterias to meet, as well as.
But that's casual though, bro. Like we talking as a sport in the whole, and I agree with AC on that, bro. Like I agree, but what I'm saying is though that the man, you have to understand that this man got so much criticism about not finding the best versus the best, and then they found somebody that was the great Mexican hope, not the white hope, the great Mexican.
Damn.
And they propped it up. They propped it up like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and he got embarrassed out there, bro. And I'm not saying Tank shouldn't fight Haney or nobody else like that, but I'm saying give Vince flowers while they do, bro. Like,
oh no, I mean he went in there and did what he was supposed to do. Here's my point to you. Ryan Garcia, right? Do you have him in your top 5 at 135 or 140?
That nigga wasn't even on our top 10, but go ahead.
Okay, so for hardcore fans, we already know the deal. Casual fans, they don't even see that. All they want to do is see a motherfucker get knocked out, bro.
Hey, but can we agree this is prize fighting?
Huh?
Do we agree that this is prize fighting?
Yes, it is prize fighting, and the prize is the belts.
No, that's not the prize, bro.
And the prize is the belts. You fight for the belts, not the money.
I was
you fight to become champion, not to become rich.
Bro, come on, AC. Can I speak, bro?
Go ahead.
Okay, this is prize fighting, right? He can move up and fight whoever he wants to at 140 and probably clear out the division. But the fact of the matter is, Ryan Garcia had the prize behind him. And so the prize meaning El Moolah, if he's in the chat, that means money. You know what I'm saying? And so he got that money behind him now. And so you can be upset all you want to be, and we can do semantics up and down the road. But the fact of the matter is that if you sell a million buys in this climate of boxing, bro, that says something to you. That says something about you. And so he getting that dough. We got to respect what he getting. You know what I'm saying? Like, and do I think that he should be fighting Haney and Shakur? Yes, I do. And he better fight him, or I'm not gonna respect him. If he don't fight them within the next 5 fights, I'm not fucking with Tank no more. What I'm saying,
fighting them dudes. Because he didn't call neither one of them out now.
Hold on, you're wrong about that because he had an interview and they said that's who you want to fight, Tank. You remember
that same interview where he said, yeah, they've been talking. Tell them dudes to send me a contract. Then wait a minute, they can't send me a contract. I'll send him a contract.
Bro, you talking about before the fight? That's before the fight. After the fight, he said Tank said, I don't want to shoot their names out because I don't want to give them no clout. But then the interviewer said, oh, I'm gonna name some names, and then you tell me yes or no. He said Teofimo. Nah, not really, because I don't. But then he said Shakur and Haney, and Shakur and Haney was people he got on his hit list, right? Do I gotta go back and bring it to and put it inside the chat?
No, I'm not saying no. If that's what he said, let's see. Let's see.
No, that's what
at the end of the day, it could be one of those mall situations where he talking about, yeah, me and Demetrius Andrade was on the phone for an hour, but you and Demetrius Andrade don't make the fight. Al makes that fight,
bro. Okay, so even in saying that, Tank can only fight who he can fight.
Okay, my prediction is he's not going to fight those two guys.
Why? Well, bro,
because they all about making money. That's all they want to do, make money. They don't care about the belts. He already said in this camp has already said and put that narrative out there. They do not care about belts. All they want to do is make money. And so whatever the biggest fights that makes money, don't matter whether it's about the belts or not, that's the move they're gonna make.
Okay.
I just pulled up I just pulled up a something I saw earlier because I had bookmarked this. I'm not gonna say the guy's name or the people's name that on their channel, but here's the newest narrative for Tank.
Tio.
Why fighters are ducking Tank. Why fighters are ducking Tank.
Bruh.
Bruh,
I'm wrong with this. This is why I don't give this guy respect, because these weird ass narratives just come out of nowhere to try to prop this dude up, and you live in his house.
AC. From what we seen from this man, bro. Like, for us to not give him his props, and for us to not give him his flowers, bro. Like, it's sad.
I give him his flowers on his first championship win. When he first came into boxing, I gave Tank all the flowers in the world. Then after those funny ass moves he was doing where he's ducking, he don't want to fight Tev.
So was Garcia funny move?
He don't want to fight this guy. You just came into the game and now you too big to fight a Tev Farmer or Vasily Lomachenko. You bigger than them dudes and you just came in. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying that.
AC, what I'm asking you, was he too big to fight Garcia?
Was he too big to fight Ryan Garcia?
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's two ways to look at it because you have to put it in context.
Yeah, okay, I agree with you. I agree with you.
So in one way, he's too big to fight a Ryan Garcia when you look at the giant bubble of hype behind this dude. The giant bubble of hype behind this dude is that which can be put in the middle of a solar system. You feel what I'm saying? Or a galaxy. You are the giant, massive black hole in the middle of a galaxy. That's the type of hype that they put around Tank. Now, when you look at it from a real perspective as a boxing fan, was he too big to fight Ryan Garcia? No, they're both pretty much on the same plane. He has a slight edge. He has a slight edge in the A side.
Ryan Garcia, I'm not going to give Ryan Garcia that much credit.
Hear me out. He has the slight edge with being a former champion, although that was 6 years ago. Fighting for a belt, although that was 6 years ago. He does have more fight experience. So when it comes down to it, when you look at it from a pure boxing perspective, you kind of don't belong fighting a Ryan Garcia in any way, shape, form, or fashion.
Bro, AC, I'll let you speak, right?
Go ahead.
So why wouldn't he not take this bag? Why wouldn't he do that?
Because at the end of the day, this is just me, and this is something I teach my kids. Your personal value, your self-esteem, the way you view yourself is 50 times more important than any amount of money that someone can put in front of you. Because that means you can be bought out. There is a price that you can be bought out. And that includes your self-esteem.
And come on, bro.
Okay, AC, hold on. Let me ask something.
AC, I feel you in raising your kids, and I do the same thing with mine, bro. And I respect you 100% for that. But if you in your profession,
man, I've turned down opening a restaurant.
Can I finish speaking?
But go ahead. But go ahead. And I'll tell you what happened.
If you're in your profession, right? And you have the opportunity to fight a champion or fight somebody for 3 times as much, I'm gonna go. They're called prize fighters for a reason, bro. Like they're gonna get that bag because they're getting hit in the head every day. You never know when their last fight is, bro. Like he can get hit in the head by Shakur Stevenson on his next fight and never fight again. Generational wealth is what we have to obtain, bro. Like we keep talking bad about this brother. Like he ain't accomplished nothing, bro. Like he's selling millions of views, and not from him, but from everybody clouding up around him. Like he could have went to a Haney fight and probably got 1/3 of the numbers. 1/3 of the numbers. But you're talking about legacy. But he would have got maybe $3 million for fighting Haney, and got $25 million for fighting somebody from TikTok. Nick, come on, bro. You gotta make this shit make sense. You have to.
So wait a minute. I'm not. Wait a minute. Let's just call this. Man, Ryan is not on the level of Tank Davis. It never was.
He's not.
Now, the fight was the perfect fight to make for a cash grab. You got to understand, Ryan asked for this fight. Ryan wanted this fight. Ryan signed and did everything that he wanted because he knew it was a good cash grab. They knew this going in it. It was all about cash grab. So it's a money grab. This is called what it is. They had a big fight. The big fight paid off. Everybody got paid. Everybody got to eat. It's what it is. And they want, and whatever media outlet or content creator wants to call it, him being the face of boxing, that's what they're going to push so that they can continue to make money. It's a pimp game, bro. They running that narrative. As a hardcore boxing fan, he's not the face of boxing for me as a hardcore boxing fan because I look at different criterias based on the casual. Again, they're not looking at me. They don't care about what I think or what I want to have happen.
But hey, and the thing is, the casuals are the ones. The casuals are the ones that gonna that's gonna put you over the edge to make you a superstar or
I
not.
get it. I'm not. Hey, if that's the move they making, that's the move they making. I'm just saying for me,
Because
what would solidify him to be the face
Crawford,
of boxing? What would be to me would be. I mean, shit. Canelo do it. Canelo picks and choose who he wants. So I guess he has the right to do the same thing. So I can't knock it because Canelo does the same thing right now.
hold on, wait a minute. Let's take a step. Let's rewind, nigga. Because if he don't fight for a title, Haney or Shakur next, I'm not fucking with him. Like, nah, bruh. Nah, hell no,
Well, it's
bruh.
not happening though. It's not gonna happen.
Let me bring in this example to show homie. Let me show homie how real my shit is when I say what I say to my kids because my kids could bear witness to this. I was fucking with Keisha and Tony. That's Clark Kent and his wife Keisha, right? We had a spot over here on Livingston Street, which is now called the Jolly Hotel. That hotel we were all pulling together our resources to buy. I was coming in with a bunch of free equipment because I knew all these European restaurant companies, from a Thanner to Jasper to whatever. I can spell this out and you can write it down and Google it, right?
I know your history, boss. Go ahead.
Now understand what I'm saying. We were building this space out, right? The thing that fucked it all up was for my restaurant Muse, which was going to take up at least 3 floors, right? Between the lounge area and the actual dining area and the kitchen. Jay-Z wanted to put it as a
bro. I'm sorry.
His thing, and it just wasn't happening like that. I was like, bro, you can't slap your name over Muse because then it doesn't make sense. So he was like, yeah, but I'm bringing this. I'm gonna be the name that's gonna this and that. And I was like, yo, Sean, no disrespect, bro, but you fucking wildin'. You can't control my shit. If that's the case, fuck this whole thing. I don't give a motherfucker. And I got up and I walked out because you're not going to slap your name over my motherfucking hard work. Like all of these fucking celebrities tend to do with people. Fuck you. Eat a dick, faggot.
Yeah. Period. I agree.
So at the end of the day.
Whoa, let's keep the yeah.
You're trying to get monetized, dog.
Bro, I'm trying to get really monetized.
I'm saying is at the end of the day, I believe it. And I adhere to it. And there is no way I'm going to change that because then I change who I am. So if I'm telling my
not everybody's you, AC. You got to understand that we don't live in the perfect world, and I get where you come from. I believe I follow the same code, bro. I get it. But not everybody grew up that way. You gotta understand.
That's why you got so many
Hold on. Let me give you a little background. Let me put a little content around Tank Davis. Tank Davis been fighting since he was around 8-9 years old. Come from the gutter. He's been around people who's been coaching him or been grooming him to think the way he thinks. Not to think the way you think.
8 years old.
So all he knows and what he knows is he already made it clear that he don't even ask for the fights. He just get what they give him. He's in that and that's what he's been doing, and that's what he continues to do, and he's gonna continue to do that. As long as he's making money. As long as he's making money, he can. They already said that they don't care about the belts, man. That right there tells me everything about his ambition to be great. It doesn't matter to him. He wants at the end of the day, he wants to be rich. That's all he wants to be. He's not concerned about being a champion.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Would you rather be in the Hall of Fame or have hundreds of millions of dollars?
If I'm in the Hall of Fame, I'm gonna get hundreds of millions of dollars.
That's not true. That's not true. I can name 5 fighters right now that don't have hundreds of million dollars in the Hall of Fame.
And I can tell you this. There are fighters that will never make the Hall of Fame that don't have hundreds of millions of dollars. So it doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. What matters is if a person can talk about you, if you become immortal. Money doesn't last forever, but immortality is actually forever because the Hall of Fame is a record. You go in that record when you die.
So are you telling me out your mouth that you would rather be in the Hall of Fame than set your family up with generational wealth? Are you telling me
my family's going to be set up with generational wealth because of what I did to get in the Hall of Fame? That's the difference you're not understanding.
No. What I'm saying is there's people in the Hall of Fame that don't have generational wealth. That have put the. Did you not see?
Crawford has generational wealth, and he's going into the Hall of Fame.
No. Crawford's different. I'm talking about Julian Jackson. Nigga, he don't have no generational wealth, but he's in the Hall of Fame. So his kids ain't got no money.
Julian Jackson is not Terence Crawford. Jackson.
But he's in the Hall of Fame though, bro. You're not, bro. Stop sidestepping me, bro.
I'm not sidestepping you. I'm telling you the facts.
Julian Jackson don't have no money, but he's in the Hall of Fame.
Because understand this, to get paid $100,000 or get paid $50,000 or to get paid $1 million or $2 million, you get that money and then it's what you, the individual, do with it after that. If you're not smart enough to make investments, then you're going to be fucking broke.
Okay.
No. Time out like that, bro. Because
y'all messed my panel up for a second because I ain't cooked on Errol Spence yet.
Okay,
damn it. That was the topic. We were supposed to guess his weight and all that. But
he weighed more than Darrell. He weighed more than Darrell. He weighed more than the nigga behind. He weighed more than the guy behind him in a thumbnail picture. And that dude fights at 168. That looks like he fucking 200 pounds.
Tell him, hey, AC. You know we mostly be on the same. We mostly on the same page. Tell him, AC.
Yeah, that nigga, I could easily turn the back flame off and turn the front flame on, bro. So if you want to cook on fat ass Errol, looking like a light heavyweight or a heavyweight, then
because I today I've been waiting to make this announcement. I'm gonna tell you like this. I want to see the fight happening. And if anybody can be is watching, and it can Terence, I'm happy to the what's name, man. Let's move on. I'm tired.
Yeah.
After seeing that shit, because to me it's supposed to be announced in June. You're supposed to look fight ready. That means the fight's supposed to be announced this week. Okay, now if y'all pushing it back, I can understand why y'all pushing it back. But now it's about to be excuses. The excuses is because he hasn't fought in so long. The excuses is, but then we can say, well, he said he don't need tune-ups. But then it's going to be, it took too much for him to lose weight. It's too many excuses that's being built up for this fight to fucking happen. So I don't even want to see it no more because that man made him an excuse of a fucking. Man, I can't even call it out what I want to fucking say right now, man. It just pisses me off because you scream for this long. It's strap season. I can get the weight bully part. I get that part. But what I don't get is these games you motherfuckers over here playing. Because simple fact of the matter, you got a man that's fighting for his legacy now. He got the money. He got the money. It's time for his legacy. And like Tim Bradley said today, they need each other. But right now, with them fucking each other, Errol Spence is fucking it for Bud. For the simple fact of the matter is, he is not really ready for this fight. And I think Al is the one that's pushing him to this shit. Because if it was for me, if it was mine, if I'm the advisor, brother, you need to stay ready because ain't no time to get ready. You need to stay ready now.
Spence looking bad, bro. He looking bad, bro. All the way around, bro. His fans can't even admire him no more, bro. Like, it's sad, bro. Like, even when remember if you look back in the history pages and you look at Ali back when he couldn't fight because he was he was a boss from boxing for not going to the draft, right? He still looked good. That it's sad to see a boxer saying they're a boxer in the current times today and look the way Errol Spence looked. This is sad.
Hell, not just him. Charlo. Look at the fucking Derek. What the fuck you doing over there? You got two fat fucking fighters, man. You spend all your time fucking thinking about Anthony Joshua and he's looking pathetic. What the fuck on with this shit, man?
They all drinking, buddy.
They ain't understand. They got me a little pissed off. I was waiting. But I've been pissed off, man. I've been pissed off for the simple fact I don't want these excuses. I don't want the excuses because we already know that what Bud do to this man. We know this.
Here's the thing that pisses me off about it, because the excuses are built in just the way this nigga walking around, and you know what you're doing. So when you lose, it's gonna discredit the win for Bud Crawford. So no matter what, you trying to discredit by your actions in the ring and outside the ring, you trying to discredit this man. So here's what I'm saying. Errol Spence fans are not talking about him. They still running around calling Bud a duck.
You know what?
Right.
You come through.
The guy who commented in the comment is calling Bud a duck, but EJ is not in fighting weight. How can you call someone a duck when your guy is not even ready to fight? If they had to fight tomorrow, if they had to fight at 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, your motherfucking guy ain't ready. Bud is ready. So what the fuck can you what can you tell me?
I'm coming up with something else too this week. I'm coming back this week with some shit because now I'm calling out motherfuckers. It's time to hold this motherfucker to the fire. It's time to hold them motherfuckers to the fire because I'm realizing, like you said, it's time for us to start making money off fucking Errol Spence now. We've been making money off Bud for 3 of the fucking years. It's time to make money off Errol Spence because I'm on that nigga. I'm tired. You fucked around and sat here. You went to eat out. Now here it is, a whole fucking year later. You're calling Bud out, and you're the fattest shit, man. But I get it. I get it. It ain't gonna take nothing for you to lose weight. You've been doing this forever and a day. But that's gonna be a fucking excuse when Terence Crawford whooped that boy ass. And if he whoop his ass and knock him out of 6th round, that's really gonna be an excuse because he's gonna say I was too drained. I had to lose all this weight, but then it's your fault that you that fucking fat. Facts.
I know what the whole part about it is, as me and AC was talking about earlier, about the IBF, the weight clause and shit in the IBF. And I'm not trying to bring up old shit, AC. So don't bring that. So don't think I'm trying to. But so if he had to bring his weight down to meet 147. And then not rehydrate enough after that, is that gonna be a reason why he say he couldn't beat him?
Yeah, because he ain't gonna have punch resistance. When you try to rehydrate your body too fast, your threshold to take pain and the nervous system. People don't realize that electrolytes have that name for a reason. This is why you rehydrate with a lot of electrolytes.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah. So basically, if you're not rehydrating properly or you do the shit way too fast, it doesn't necessarily help you. It actually hinders you. And when you go in there, you could be that person who walks in the ring And as soon as you get to the stifling crowd with all the noise, you may find yourself a little lightheaded.
But but this is something they signed up for, bro.
Yeah, something you signed up for, but at the end of the day, I look at it like this. You're on an Al Heyman payment plan. I don't know how much money of your last $4 million you done spent, but here's the issue with it. I don't know how much that superstar nutritionist that you had for the Ugas fight. I don't know how much he charged you. So if you're exceeding a year and some change, and you got this lavish lifestyle, which all this year you've been seen hanging out, you feel what I'm saying? And you buying new cars because you're crashing your old ones. You're burning through money, so I don't know who you can afford that's in your camp that's gonna put you in championship conditioning.
Hey, what's his name? Blue something? Blue. What's his name? He had him right though. For
you talking about Blu-ray?
Yeah, he had him right for the man. He might want to go back to Blu-ray, bro, because whatever he got right now ain't working.
Well, Blu-ray was fucking with Bud on the last one. They wasn't fucking with him when this fight was supposed to happen back in November. Blu-ray was in the gym with Bud, and people were trying to clown him like, "Oh, you got Blu-ray? That shit ain't gonna help you win."
He was a damn liar. Hey, that's the thing with boxers, man. I don't understand is that they don't that like repetition, all that shit matters in boxing. If you keep your hands down when somebody throws a hook or a check, nigga, like that shit matters, bro. Like, and somebody can help you to stop doing that. I'm trying to get that person to stop me help doing that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Today on YouTube, they showed the Amir Khan and Bud fight, right?
Yep.
Now, if you go back and you look at Errol Spence versus Sean Porter and Errol Spence versus Ugas, right? And you look at just the Amir Khan versus Bud Crawford fight, right? You'll see Amir Khan was doing some slick shit at times that was making Bud miss. You feel? Now, I'm not talking about the first round knockdown. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking.
Yeah, after that, he was. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so he did some shit that made Bud miss. But when you look at the way when Bud loads up for that power shot and he throws it to whereas if he had to follow, he's in position to follow with the opposite hand. Unlike Errol, when you look at that Porter and Ugas fight, when he throws his power shots, he is so off balance that he has to take a high guard and his back is actually turned, which if the right ref would be like, bro, I get what you're doing, but stop turning your back.
He should got a point taken away a few times, bro.
No doubt for his back being turned to the opponent.
Bro, like that's
but you see what I'm seeing. So at the end of the day, like I said, when Bud throws his power punches and he misses, it's just a twist of the body and he hops right back in a position.
Yeah.
When Errol misses, he has to move. He has to run past you. The other fighter, his opponent, pivots or swings, and then now your back is completely turned to the guy, and you got a high guard, and you're trying to be like, hold up, now I got to protect my ear. And it's just like, bro, when are y'all gonna start penalizing this guy that everyone says is super fundamental? If you're super fundamental, you don't do shit like that.
AC
Crawford is super fundamental because when he throws his power shots, he doesn't have to take a high guard.
AC, I'm gonna tell you this because I gotta finish my point of what I was saying earlier. Tank he's a hell of a fighter. He's a great fighter, but all the shit he do outside the ring, he makes us as a community look bad. So I don't want him to be the face of boxing. But if that's what I gotta take it. I'd rather Crawford be the face of boxing than him because he does everything inside and outside the ring great. and so I can see all the pushback against Tank being the sports figurehead because he don't deserve it. He didn't did so many things outside the ring.
Let's talk. Let's talk, Haynes. Let's talk. Now we talking where I want to talk because you're right about that. How in the fuck are you gonna have a motherfucker that's what they say a woman beater? Let them tell it. How you gonna have a motherfucker that do his hit and runs and go be the fucking face of boxing? I understand he's a bad boy of boxing, but the face of boxing, motherfucker, you got a motherfucker that's a father figure who leaves camp. Leaves fucking camp, my nigga, to go be with his kids. But he's not the fuck, and he's the pound for pound champion. And yet, he can't be the face of boxing.
That's why I threw up those numbers. Because if we're going to base it on arguing the numbers.
I was trying to agree with you, bro. I was trying to agree with you, bro. Like I get what you're saying on your points, but it's not Tank's fault that Ryan called him out and all that shit though either, bro.
Why ain't signed the contract? That's all I got to say. Hey, listen, my beef, I have no beef with the outcome or nothing like that. I just keep it in a real perspective and use real context. But here's the bottom line, and this is a fact. Ryan signed the contract.
That part.
That's it. You signed the contract for all that bullshit, bro. So whatever happened to you, happened to you. But I'm not going to give Tank points for that.
You have to though.
We got to though. It ain't like you don't have to, you don't. But what's going on right now in the media? He gets them points, bro.
Yes, I know it, but that don't mean as a boxing fan I gotta condone it or whatever, bro. I could be out there with a fucking sign that's protesting all that bullshit. That's how much.
Why would you protest that, brother? Like why would you? You're a brother. Why would you protest that, brother?
Why would I protest it? Because I'm protesting the fact that you should not be the face of boxing. I'm protesting the fact that you have not done enough. You do not have the accolades. Rocky 3 did not contact you to be in a fucking movie. So there is no way, no how within the scope of reality, you are the face of boxing. That is my protest. Hell no.
Who has Tank beaten?
Hell no. Tank won't go.
Over a million sales, bro. That say something, bro. Come on, my guy. Like we can't be oblivious to what happened. Like he's so.
Can I speak for a minute
right now, bro?
Go ahead, Mr. Golden.
Can I speak for a minute?
Go ahead.
How y'all gentlemen doing? First of all,
we're great.
Bless.
Yeah, brother. I want to love all y'all. I got first thing first. Fuck Ryan. Fuck Tank. They called me a Godfather piece of fuck both of them.
Well, damn.
Now, the next question I got to ask: who has Tank really beaten to become a face of boxing?
It's okay.
In America, I got a face.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what why y'all think it's about who he fights. It's not about who he fights.
Hold on, but check this out. Like everybody giving Tank. Hold on, Mr. Warren. Everybody giving Tank credit for all them pay-per-view numbers. Bullshit. Okay,
man.
Ryan Garcia. No, that's not Tank. Ryan Garcia sold that fucking fight. Let's keep it a buck.
Wait.
Ryan Garcia sold that fight.
He has 9 million followers. Tank has 5. Nigga, so let's stop that. Come on, let's stop that.
Listen, everybody talk about Tank does Tank that. Come on, man. It's all who your dance partner is. Okay? It's your dance partner.
We'll say that.
Who sold the fight? Hold on. Who made the fight? Who made the fight? Ryan Garcia made the fight.
Fuck no.
Okay,
How?
Let's get him out of credit. Ryan Garcia made the fight.
Like I said,
he helped make the fight. I agree with you. If he helped.
Ryan Garcia, listen.
Like I said earlier.
I heard somebody say this months ago about a Tank. Sit down. I lost my train of thought just that quick. But anyhow,
Tank needs what I said earlier. Hold on, Mr. Gordon. I'm thinking this. If you go in here, I said this. Tank needs to thank Ryan.
Thank you. And not only that, you saying Ryan called out Tank. Yes, Ryan called out Tank. Ryan made this fucking fight. Okay. Yes, Tank answered the call to Ryan. Because you know why he answered the call to Ryan? He knew he can beat Ryan. Okay? He knew he can beat Ryan.
Yep.
That's why he took that fight. Shakur Stevenson calling his ass out. Devin Haney calling his ass out. Lomachenko calling his ass out. Did he answer the call to any one of the boys there? No. Any fighter that is a threat to Tank is not going to fight them boys now.
Bro, I think a little different, but it's prize fighting, bro.
It's prize. But listen, come on, cuz, let's keep it a buck, man. You want to be the face of boxing? Let's keep it a buck, okay? You got to prove yourself that you're the face of boxing. You got to get out there. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. The best got to fight the best. Well, now I'm from the old school. You wanna call a motherfucker out?
Who's the best then? Who's the best in OG?
Right now, who the best is right now? Nobody the best right now. To me,
crazy.
Nobody. Cause you know why? Cause you know why?
Shakur.
No.
Whenever
my favorite in lightweight is Shakur, but
no, Shakur is not the face of the boss yet. Shakur haven't really been proven yet.
How? Listen, no. See, that's okay. I get what you're saying, but he has the potential. He's a silver.
He has potential.
He's a silver medalist.
That's the Olympics. We talk about the pros, okay?
No. I'm saying he has the background set up to be the perfect.
Right. He have the accolade to become the face of boxing, but right now he haven't been tested yet. Okay.
Tank
haven't been tested yet.
What? Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Listen.
I'm tired of
Hear me out.
No, hold on. Wait a second. I'm tired of people acting like these motherfuckers ain't elite fighters. And
I'm not saying they're not elite fighters. I'm not saying they're elite fighters. I'm not saying, okay, in that case, listen, I love Bud. You feel what I'm saying? To me, Bud is one of the best fighters we got now.
He is the best. What you mean?
Okay, Bud is listen to what I'm saying. Bud is the best.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I give him that credit.
But,
you feel what I'm saying?
But what?
Okay.
What? And what? You tread lightly with this one.
Can I finish?
No, yeah.
You can't
tread lightly with this one.
Calm down.
Say also or something. You can't say but.
Well, listen. Okay. And yes, Bud is a 3-division champion. You feel what I'm saying? Bud should be the number 1 pound for pound. You feel what I'm saying?
He is.
But the thing is, I want Bud to. I want everybody to quit being some pussies and fight the man.
Okay, no. See, that's
being pussies.
I see what you're about to go with that. I see what you're about to go with that because you know where I'm going with that.
Hold on, Mr. Gooch. Okay, now I sit back. I listen to y'all. Let y'all rock now. I ain't gonna be on that long now.
You already know how I am, bro. Don't do that one.
Where Cam at? Where the hell Cam at? Where Cam at? Cam out of quiet. Where he at?
Oh, Cam.
Cam's
still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
Mr. Cam.
Yes, sir.
That one ain't had a number you got today.
Oh yeah. That was nice. But we gotta get back to cooking.
Okay. Yeah, but I gotta go back to cooking. But anyhow, you know, I'm a diehard Wilder fan. I'm a diehard Bud fan. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't like that. Now you about to get Bud beat, nigga. Stop being a Crawford fan.
No, man. I love Bud, man. I sit up here every day, go back and watch Bud fights, and just look at the man's skills that he had, the skill set that he had.
Yeah, because you can't do that with Deontay.
No,
I can go back and watch Deontay shit too. And let's see.
You ain't watching no skills with Deontay.
Listen,
that power though. That's an equalizer.
But listen, let me tell you something. Y'all can hate on Deontay Wilder all you want.
I love Deontay.
No, a whole lot of people hate on Deontay Wilder. But see, what y'all got a fella realize, Deontay, he brought the heavyweight division back. Okay.
For America.
For a person who don't have the skills. Let me tell you something. When Joker watch boxing, you know what they really look for boxing for? They said, nigga, get knocked the fuck out. That's what we really were looking at. See how a nigga get knocked out so we can laugh at that nigga and get put to sleep. You feel like? But you know, Deontay got skills, but he fell in love with knocking everybody out, so he would abandon his skills that he had. You feel what I'm saying? But back to
I see that a little bit.
But go back to what we was talking about. Sure, Tank is a decent fighter. You feel what I'm saying? Until Tank stop fighting the soft ass motherfucker he know he can beat and test himself. Tank haven't been tested. Only fighter that really get Tank hell to me.
He fight Campbell.
The only fighter that give Tank hell to me was Pitbull. Pitbull took it to his ass.
And with
At 135, Mr. Golden, 135. Who you think should test Tank?
Who
gonna test Tank outside the top two?
I would like to see Tank go up against Shakur Stevenson.
Well, hold on. No, you gotta lead him out of the picture. Lead Devin, and
that's nobody else. At 135, there's nobody else. There's nobody else.
Then that makes him level. What? That makes him what? One of the best three?
That makes him. He need to step it up.
I'm asking you, does that make him one of the best three? Then, Mr. Golden. If you omit Devin and Insecure, does that make him the best at one?
Devin Secure. Yes, I see. But he not the face.
Okay,
right
so
now he's not the face of boxing yet.
Who is going to test him outside of those two?
You got
Lomachenko will test him. I think Lomachenko will test him.
You got Keyshawn, you got Frank Martin, you got Loma, you got that Spanish dude.
Keyshawn not ready yet. Frank Martin ain't ready for that.
What he's saying are people he's saying people who can test him. Give them enough. Right. They can test that man and probably beat him. Because he doesn't.
All the two I see beating, all the three people I think would give him hell right now would be Devin Haney. Even though I like Loma, I think Loma will give him hell.
Outside of this, I think he beat Keyshawn Davis, but Keyshawn Davis outside of this, I believe he beats Keyshawn Davis, but Keyshawn Davis embarrasses the shit out of Tank Davis if they ever got in the ring right now.
I like to get Keyshawn a couple more fights under his belt. Let him get a little bit more experience.
I just asked who would test him. I didn't say who would win. I'm not worried about whether win or lose. I'm just saying outside of Shakur and Devin.
Keyshawn Loma, the Puerto Rican dude. The Puerto Rican, damn, I'm brain farting right now.
You gotta put Pitbull in there somewhere.
Nowhere, no.
Well, that wasn't a test for him. That wasn't a test for him.
No. Well, one hand.
Oh, Pitbull beat his ass.
One hand.
So that remains to be seen. Then it's going to be a rematch.
One hand.
It's going to be a rematch, and then we get to see if that was something a fluke.
No,
why is he,
Mr. Warren? I'll give you that. I'll give you Pitbull Cruz because to a certain degree you do have a strong arguable point. The fact that the man broke his hand, so you couldn't see.
He didn't break his goddamn hand. That was a cop out. He was getting his ass whooped.
Well,
stop that bullshit.
Why'd he win then? Why'd he win?
They get up fighting that nigga. They get up fighting him.
You a lie, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do
that.
They
get up fighting his ass.
Don't do that.
I keep it a buck.
No, he boxed that fight. He wasn't trying to knock out. He was boxing that fight, Mr. Golden.
Took it to his ass.
Now
listen, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Hold on. Haynes Legacy. You saw I just gave him his props. I said he beats one of my favorite young prospect, which is Keyshawn Davis. He's my favorite new fighter. And I said
you said Tank beats Keyshawn?
Yeah, if they had to fight right now.
Oh, hell no. You're tripping, bro.
Huh?
No, take a beating. Take a beating.
I think take him right now.
No, and I would say no because Tank has not yet fought a fighter as slick as them guys,
and that's why
that's what y'all fail to realize. Who is slick as Keyshawn that Tank has fought?
No, nobody, and that's my.
He's not
That's why I said right
He's
now.
not gonna fight none of them boys, man.
Right now, I
listen.
think Keyshawn Davis exposes the shit out of Tank Davis, but I do believe that Tank Davis will win that fight.
Hell no.
Answer a question for me.
Hell no. You know why I say hell no? Only how Tank will win is by knocking Keyshawn out, and I don't see that.
Exactly.
Listen. Can somebody answer a question for me?
Boxing like in this world, bro. To be a youngin.
What? Because
can somebody answer a question for me?
Leave out the top rank. So leave out the top rank fighters. Leave out the top rank fighters because you know that's not happening. Who can test Tank Davis outside of
Frank Martin?
Okay. All right, so we're looking at Frank Martin testing. So if that's the test that we'll look at. We're not gonna look at Pitbull Cruz as a
I'll tell you who test. I'll tell you who would knock his ass. Who I think will beat him.
I'm not talking about beat him. I'm just saying test him.
I know, test him and beat him.
Oh, okay.
Who?
Go ahead with it.
My youngin.
Who?
Our youngin. And all right, Gooch.
Nah, Sugar J strictly heavyweight, bro. He can't drop down like that, bro. We kill Sugar J if he drop down that bad, man. We'd kill him. We'd kill Sugar J. Sugar J gotta stay where he at. We'd kill him.
Sugar J will look like one of them Bugs Bunny cartoons of Frank Sinatra and shit.
Okay, listen. This ain't Tank the face of boxing, right?
That's what they're trying to say. This is what I'm saying. Okay.
I think
This is
answer a question for me.
Boxing, yeah.
Answer a question for me. He the face of boxing, right?
No.
He done made all this in here. Why is he going back to a rematch Pitbull now?
Bro,
You going
because
backwards.
it's PBC,
You are going
man.
backwards. You are going backwards.
Because Mr. Gold, did you hear what I said earlier? Mr. Gold, did you hear what I said earlier?
No, I was too busy.
This is why Pitbull Cruz they can't keep splitting their money up, bro. They just split their money with DAZN. They got to get an in-house fight with Tank this year. That's going to make money.
Listen, that fight ain't gonna make no damn money.
It's going to make money now.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Now with Floyd, now with Tank got, he's getting the Floyd curse. Everybody want to see Tank get knocked out now.
Yep.
Okay.
Now everybody feeling Pitbull Cruz, where everybody feeling Pitbull Cruz whooped his ass.
Hey, Gooch, lay at the hands.
That wasn't a Mayorga. See, the only reason why Floyd rematched Mayorga because
I didn't say that was a Mayorga. I didn't say that was a Mayorga.
But that's the blueprint they're trying to follow. That's what they're gonna try to market it as this fighter that gave him one of his toughest fights, but he persevered. So will he?
Pitbull Cruz, but you gotta understand, a lot of people had Pitbull Cruz winning, bro.
No, bro.
A lot of casual fans, a lot of winning. No. I'm not going to say it. A lot of casual fans had believed that he could beat Tank. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
That's Mayorga 2. That's Mayweather Mayorga 1 and 2. That's all. Okay. So what I'm saying? Okay, what I'm saying is they need money right now. Yeah, and that's the perfect fight. Give us a Floyd Mayweather Mayorga 2. You just making a remix. You just making a remake of a really good movie that happened before.
Right. That's what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying?
But then now here's my thing for Tank, because this is the change I gotta see in Tank, bro. Right now, if you're going to be the face of boxing, you can't just accept what they give you. You got to start calling out what you want.
Okay.
Let me say that once again, so that I can let that marinate on y'all brains. He can't accept what they give him, meaning they gonna give him Pitbull Cruz. No, you need to go out and say, I want Shakur, I want Devin. Really, I want Devin next because I need them built for my legacy.
But Mr. Gooch, if we go with that theory,
can I speak on this real fast, brother?
Go ahead.
Gooch, bro. So after Haney fight Loma, he got to fight who? Shakur.
No, you don't.
Bro, he's mandatory.
Yeah. And then once again, I see what you're saying. Now, Hayes, don't get me wrong. I see what you're saying. What I'm saying is he needs to call.
No. That ain't my point though.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. My fault.
Okay, so that means that Tank has to either fight Pitbull because that's gonna be the most money they can fight, or he gotta fight Frank Martin, which is that's the two highest bidders at the end of the table. But if he can, if Haney can find a way around the clause and fight Tank Davis, that will be the best thing for boxing right now.
It will be, but
okay, all right. After Floyd Mayweather fought and got the rings from
Mayweather,
De La Hoya. Hold on. After De La Hoya and Mayweather fight, did Mayweather start cherry picking?
No. He went even
harder. How you figure?
Mayweather has one of the most decorated careers.
Okay, who did he cherry pick?
Man, it's a lot of good fighters that after he fought De La Hoya, he waited and either the expiration date on the boxer was outdated, and he fought them. He didn't fight any black fighters until they was past their career.
Pacquiao won 3 championships.
I was gonna say
Pacquiao. That fight.
He won 3 championships.
Pacquiao had a couple losses, didn't he?
Oh my God.
No, I'm gonna just speak for the Shane Mosley fight because it just looked like when you look at those guys talk, you could see one fighter was so fucking beat the fuck up. I mean, you look at Shane Mosley today to Floyd Mayweather. You can tell that, bro, you fought that guy at the tail end of his career and he still dropped you.
No, he didn't. He damn near dropped his ass.
No, he dropped him.
But my whole point is Canelo does it. Canelo picks who he wants, and I'm guaranteeing you this: Tank Davis is gonna make that same move.
He's already making the same move, y'all.
He's not finna pick Shakur, and he's not finna pick Devin Haney unless it's a big money fight.
Well, okay, hold on, Mr. Warren. Okay, so I'm looking at some shit. Okay, so after De La Hoya, he fought a Ricky Hatton, which was 43-0. Marquez was 50-4. Shane Mosley was 46-5. Victor Ortiz was 29-2. Miguel Cotto was 37-2. Roberto Guerrero was 31-1.
What?
See, we're looking at their records, not their age.
No, I'm looking at their records.
That's what I'm talking about.
The records, I get what you're saying with the records, and if you go by that, it looks really impressive. But if you go by the age of when he fought all of them,
Floyd was older than all of them, though.
Huh?
Floyd was older than all of them.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Who was he?
He was older than Pacquiao for sure.
Yeah, but that
he was older than Ricky Hatton. He was older than Canelo.
Well, Canelo was 19, 20 years old. Come on, man. Canelo's 19 and 20 years old, bro.
So I'm saying, what are we debating on this though? What are we debating on?
My point is that he chose when after he had that fight with De La Hoya,
right.
He was the face of boxing. And he got to choose who he fought when they regardless of who wanted to fight, regardless of who we wanted him to fight. He chose who he wanted to fight, and it's gonna be the same thing, just like Canelo's doing.
Same thing.
It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be similar.
I gotta
Tank
give you a
Davis
bit of
is gonna
pushback
go
on
down
that.
that same road.
But then, here's the thing, though, Mr. Warren. Here's my thing.
Time, Floyd Mayweather was also #1 pound for pound and the face of boxing. Those two things right there give you that right.
He never been undisputed. When was the
Tank? Listen, Tank already doing the same thing Floyd doing. So Floyd said, "Fuck the belts. The belts is not important. That's the route they're running with Tank." Tank, you don't give a fuck about
I'm trying to make here. Understand the point I'm trying to make. Would you rather be pound for pound #1, or a fictitious face of boxing?
Oh, they finna be. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see him pound for pound next week. Don't be surprised if you see the public.
You see?
Don't be surprised if you start to see his name as being pound for pound.
He already up in the Ring magazine. He didn't Ring magazine.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that you start to hear him.
I won't
people start saying that he's pound for pound.
I won't be. I won't be.
If he makes the pound for pound list, he better be #11. If he make the pound for pound list, he better be #11.
They're gonna have 1 through 5, and I bet he be about 3. I bet he be about 3. What you want to bet?
Hey, Mr. Gooch, can you ask me a question? So there ain't no time soon that he can fight Shakur or Devin.
End of the year.
No, not this year, because the fights are already lined up. They can't. He has no chance to fight either one of them.
Shakur ain't got a fight lined up.
Shakur ain't got no fight,
bro. So you think Shakur is going to pass up after Devin beats Loma to take?
No. Okay. This is where I'm gonna go with that. Logically, it should be the best. That would be a great chess move. But now we got Bob. We got to think about Bob Arum's in the middle of this. So it's going to be a Tank. I mean, not Tank. It's going to be a Devin and Shakur at the end of the year. I see that coming all day because Bob had his hands in it.
Tank. I'm talking about Tank fighting them.
But Tank ain't gonna fight him. Tank is not gonna. Only how Tank will fight Devin if Devin leaves Bob. If Devin
actuality, Devin is through with Bob. Okay, Devin is through with Bob. This is his last fight on his contract.
Devin's a free agent.
Once again, hold on, stop, Mr. Golden. Remember, do you remember when everybody said Bud was through with Bob too? And guess what happened? Everybody got butthurt. Everybody got butthurt behind it.
Devin is a little different, though.
Let's not jump to that real quick until what's next.
Devin is a little different, though.
Devin's a little different. Devin signed a 3-fight
contract. The reason why Devin's different.
That's why everybody's saying they're going to be some shit. They're going to be some shit with this fight here. Devin have to really go in there and beat the shit out of Lomo ass. If not, they're going to rob the fight. That's keep it a book.
The last guy. So I don't.
Kabose ain't shit. Kabose ain't shit. Lomachenko is supposed to be the face of boxing with them. Okay, that's the cash cow over there. If Devin don't go in there and punish this boy and beat the bricks off his ass, they're gonna rob him. Cause Bob don't want Devin leaving with them belts.
Because quiet as kept. The way it was looking Saturday night, if that shit would have went 12 rounds, Ryan would have won.
Real talk.
Well, because they had the second round. They had it 10. They had two judges talking that was 10-9, bro, on a knockdown.
No, they had it 10-10 on one of the scorecards.
Right, on a knockdown. So now I get what you're saying on that, man. I get what you're saying.
Listen, not only that, let's go back and look at the Bevel and Canelo fight. That nigga literally beat the bricks off Canelo ass. But the first 4 rounds, they give it to Canelo. How impossible?
You right.
So you can show me Lomachenko, Bob Aaron, if Devin don't go there and whitewash this motherfucker like he did.
Tank is not fighting anybody.
Lomo, they're going to give that fight to Lomo. I'm telling you. They're going to get that fight to Lomo.
The only way Devin get that fight if he fight a multi-buy deal with PBC to fight Tank Davis. If he doesn't do that, They not fighting. I'm telling you,
He don't have to
PBC
fight.
is
No, no,
not
no, no,
trying.
no.
He
You know
don't
why?
have to
You know
fight
why I
Tank.
say they will fight though, Mr. Warren? Because PBC needs them belts. They need them extra belts to get that extra money deal, bruh.
But they ain't gonna get them belts at 135.
Good point, Cam. Good point.
If Tank move up to 140, he got a chance to get them belts after Devin Shakur leave 140.
No, bro. He's going to get them belts at 135. Tank is. That's what they're going to shoot for. That's their goal. Bro, he only got 7 belts.
At the
He
end
needs
of
some
the
extra
day,
belts to get that money deal.
Mr.
And Tank just did that.
Shakur's gonna have 2 belts, or maybe 3, depending on how fast he moves. Once,
bro. So basically, what we gonna do then with Bill? Are we gonna hold Bill feet to the fire? Because he said he ain't going up on 135 just as quick as everybody thought. So if he goes up to 140, now we gotta hold his feet to the fire, because then that means you're not fighting the best. Because you ain't fought no real black fighters yet either, David.
Facts.
Let's everybody want to keep this shit. Let's keep this shit 1,000. These niggas ain't fought real black fighters, and it's time for them to fight black fighters. Let's put this shit all on the board.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck, just the same way I kept it on a buck on BMAC. If my pops could say what the fuck he want. My pops is not the motherfucker in the ring. My pops is not the one cutting weight. At the end of the day,
I don't give a fuck. If my pops speak up, if your pops speak up for you, my nigga, your pops speak up for you, my nigga, I'm your pops.
No, you speak to me.
No. Your pops the one that came to me talking about my son's doing this, and that. I'm coming to your pops, then I will come to you.
I don't know. That should get you popped. Nigga, don't step to my pops for nothing.
Bro, but your pops open his mouth though, bro. Your pops is open his mouth. We grown men out here. Your pops are saying, well, look, my son is doing this, and that. So your pops is putting you in a situation that you know nothing about yet, homie. You might want to move up to 140, but your pops is out here telling everybody and all the promoters.
I'm gonna know what my pops is saying.
But okay, if you're gonna know that, your pops is telling other promoters, because this is my last fight deal, that I'm staying at 135 with these belts. So you gotta understand what these promoters are hearing. They're not hearing he's going up relinquishing belts. Because if a promoter, hold on, let me cook. I'm cooking, y'all. I'm cooking. Let me cook this though. As a promoter, though, I don't want to start over with this guy because he has the belts right now.
Mr. Gooch, all that is propaganda for the fight that's coming up. Hold on, hear me out. I'm saying his pops is saying all these things to make it more marketable for you to sell the fight that's coming up. That's all this is about. It's about Lomachenko
at 135. That's marketable. Hold on. How's that? That don't make no sense to me,
because you know why? Because everybody's talking about Shakur and Devin Haney, right? So if I say I'm staying at 135, everybody's gonna say, "Let me see if he gonna beat Lomachenko. Let me buy that fight."
Everybody want to see that anyway, though, Mr. Warren.
No, not everybody want to see that fight. Not everybody.
That's every fight here too, bro. Because Undisputed's on the line.
I pay for 3 Loma versus Haney fights versus 1 fucking Ryan Garcia versus Tank fight.
Again, before everything was going on, they was talking about moving to 140. When Shakur and Devin got into the mix, when Shakur got into the mix, all of a sudden now they're talking about moving to staying at 135. It's to keep eyes on the fight because they didn't want nobody to say, forget Devin Haney. He ducking. He ain't gonna fight the best. So again, I'm not paying for that fight, right?
Nah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay. I bet you move to 140.
It don't sound right to me because this fight's already made.
It's not. That's not the point.
This by
it
him
ain't
saying,
brought yet, but it ain't brought yet.
This is what I'm saying.
It ain't brought yet.
But this is what I'm saying. By him saying he's staying down to 135 is not going to sell this fight.
No, he don't want. He don't. He
sell this fight.
whoever. Okay.
How this fight is going to be sold is the undisputed belt is
hold on. Hear me out. Because of him saying he's going to move to 140, he didn't want anybody to not buy the fight because of him saying 140 when they've been pushing, when everybody been pushing for the Shakur fight. The winner of that fight, they want Shakur to fight them.
Oh, bullshit.
That don't make sense to me, Mr. Warren. This is one that don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just giving it because simple fact. I'm not even saying it's bullshit. What I'm saying it don't make sense because simple fact of the matter is, even what my whole thing is this: if they don't, just to say he's standing down to 135, just to sell the. Don't make because the fight.
No, not to sell the fight. To keep whoever they got. Okay, you can lose pay-per-view buys by what we call what's the word I want to use
yeah, because I'm
you know how you have a custom. You know how you have You know how you have. You know how you can you know how you could be a customer at a restaurant, right. but if you start bad mouthing, you could bad mouth a restaurant and you lose customers, right? Okay, we're talking about pay-per-views. We're not talking about the fight gonna get sold out because it's just that type of fight. We're trying to get the pay-per-view buys to stay or be increased with the possible casuals that may be interested in buying the fight or pay-per-view at the last minute. Right. But hear me out. If you go to 140, then what?
I see where you're going, but it's just not.
So you think he's gonna stay at 135? So you really believe he's gonna stay at 135?
If I'm not mistaken, ain't what's your name, Jermaine? Ain't what's old boy name? Ain't he still undefeated? I mean undisputed. Who got the belts down there at 140?
Taylor?
No, he's not undisputed.
No. Regis got a belt.
Who got the belts at 140?
Regis got a belt. Taylor got a belt. I think it's an old bacon belt. I think it's a bacon belt.
No, Rolly about to fight for one.
Yeah, that's the
right. And he's about to fight for a bacon belt.
Who is Rolly?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
No, I mean I get what y'all saying, but see that's that shit. I don't. That's what I call bullshit too. Because how in the fuck you just get knocked out and now you get to fight for a belt? Make this shit make sense though.
It don't make no sense.
How do you get knocked out and yet still you come back and get to fight for the belt? Where's the best fighting the best at?
Because
nowhere.
When you PBC, you got where you're not paying your fighters their total pay, you wind up with a surplus. You feel what I'm saying? So in the business world, that shit is called being liquid. Because money flows like water. So if you got a fighter like Rolly Romero and you desperately trying to keep belts in house so you can keep network deals, you will pay to move a guy up in the rankings. Therefore, getting that fighter after being knocked out a championship shot. Keith Thurman sits at number 7. He fights a guy that may be number 6 or lower, and then he's elevated to mandatory for Errol Spence.
Okay, so here. Okay, so as of 5 days ago, at 140, all belts is WBO. Josh Taylor, Subrio Matias got IBF. Alberto Puello got WBA and Regis Progress got WBC. So,
but one of those fighters, a belt has been dropped, and that's why Rolly is fighting for that belt.
Okay, I'm about to look up and see what belt Rolly about to fight for. But what I'm looking at though, okay, so basically at the 140, if we're talking Devin goes up, right? Let's say Devin goes up to 140.
WBO, that's the first belt you're gonna go after if he's smart.
Taylor. So we see him going against Josh Taylor first. So we're looking at Josh Taylor, either Josh Taylor or Tank. Or let's really look at it.
He going for Rolly. Rolly gonna get that belt.
No.
He has to go. He has to go for Josh Taylor because he's super champion.
Yeah, WBO is the only one with the super champ.
He can actually fight for that belt. If he goes after Rolly, he's gonna have to be between 3 and 5, and hope that he's got enough people.
That's if Josh Taylor keeps that belt, because T.O. might get that belt.
Anyway, Trey go, he had to fight. Anyway, Trey go, he had to fight T.O. or Josh if he moves up.
Okay. Either way, I guarantee you, if he doesn't fight Tank Davis, he already said that he wanted to fight Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia. Matter of fact, I guarantee you know what? I even bet some money that at 140, they'll make that fight with Ryan for nothing. For no type of belt.
No.
At 140. I guarantee you they'll make that because that's a money grab.
But Mr. Warren, you and I both know that is a retarded huge backstep.
It don't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'll say it like this, Mr. Warren, and I hear what you're saying.
Right. They don't care about none of that. No, they don't care about what we care about. I'm telling you.
But this is what I'm saying though. But he's going to
Ryan and Devin will draw a lot of money too. It may not be like Tank, but I guarantee you it'll be enough up there where they'll be smiling. Walking to the bank.
No. And I'm gonna say no because we gotta see what Ryan gonna do at 40.
Ryan get in the ring with Devin. Ryan get the money right. Ryan get in the ring with Devin.
I see that. I see that'll be a bad chess. That'd be a bad chess move.
Ryan got something to prove right now. He got to get a belt or something, or he ain't gonna have that same lackluster no more.
And another thing, that'd be a bad chess move.
So Ryan,
that'd be a bad chess move on Ryan because
Ryan versus Rolly makes the most sense out of everything.
Out of anything.
At 140,
Ryan makes the best sense out of anything.
Understand what I'm saying?
No, Ryan will beat the fuck out of Rolly.
Is a bigger fight than Dev Haney versus fucking if the winner of the Josh Taylor fight. Ryan versus Rolly is a bigger fight because them two is going to sell the motherfucker out there.
Ryan Garcia is gonna beat the fuck out of Rolly.
That's a money grab.
To get his belt. It makes
it's all about money, man. At the bottom of the day, boxing is second.
But now you see what we're saying at 140, though, Mr. Warren. Now you seeing with Devin are gonna have to, if he wants a money fight, he has to stay low, bro. He has to stay at 135 to get them last two fights to get that money fight.
The only way he stay at 135 if he fighting Tank, and if Tank don't want to fight him, then what do you think going to happen if he stay at 135? You got to understand, Devin only power that he have is those belts. His bargaining chip is those belts. And if he go against Shakur, hear me out. If he go against Shakur, he loses those belts. And he doesn't have that bargaining chip, and they want to stay in the driver's seat as long as possible to get as much money as they possibly can. So if I'm going, I'd rather go. He gonna drop those belts at 140. I mean, he gonna drop those belts and go to 140. I'm telling you. Watch.
Yeah, that's the smartest business move for him.
Yeah, he know that.
That's the smartest business.
Because he stay at 135 and lose those belts, and then he try to go up. If he lose those belts to Shakur and then try to go up, the possible money that he would have made if he just dropped the belts would be less.
Even if he fought, even if he stayed and said, "Listen, after the Loma fight, I want Tank." Tank is not going to accept that fight.
I know that. That's what I said. Tank is not going. If Tank doesn't take that fight, if Tank doesn't take that fight, then he's stuck. He's stuck now.
But listen, at the end of the day, according to Leonard Ellaby, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney have not done enough to warrant a fight with Tank Davis.
Okay, so we already know that he ain't fighting Tank.
We gotta stop speaking for these fighters, bro.
No, I'm not speaking for the fighter. I'm telling you what his mouthpieces are saying.
Ellaby said that.
Leonard Ellaby said this. Tank said this.
Go ahead.
You know Tank is not much of a talker, so you know that Ellaby gets up there and talk for him. So let's just keep it a buck.
If you don't take his great mustache having ass.
But in an interview, Tank said, listen, I'm not interested in legacy fights, because they asked him about the Devin Haney and Shakur fighting for legacy. He said, listen, I'm not interested in legacy fights because I'm already a legend. I made it out of the neighborhood that I came from, and I'm
right. It's all about the paper.
Nobody. He said nobody in my hood is doing it like me. So in his mind, he's a legend.
Money.
I have to fight these guys for legacy because I'm already there.
Right. Money rules. Money rules it.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
So understand what we're dealing with. And this is where I also lose respect. The guy is becoming a spectacle fighter. He fights for the spectacle show, the big show. If the show can generate big numbers and it's a big enough show, Ringling Barnum and Bailey shit, Tank Davis is gonna have his name all over that spectacle.
Bro, how can you mad at him about that though, bro? Like there are prospects, bro. You gotta think.
Because for me growing up, prize fighting. Hold on, let me just say this so you understand. For me, growing up, prize fighting is about the belts. How many belts can I accumulate?
Those two. Okay, AC. Those two things don't equate to each other though. Like you get the belts for fighting your ranking, right? But if I got a money grab with Butterbean over here, nigga, that's gonna generate twice as much as this belt is gonna generate, I'm gonna go take this fight because, bro, we all go to professions that we love. Hear me out. We go to professions that we love so we can feed our families, bro. That's what we go to a profession for. And so to be upset at a boxer because he wants to make more money for his family and feed his kids and family, bro, like that don't make no sense, bro. Like let me the belt. I want to say one more thing. The belts don't give you no money, bro.
Wow. Okay, but understand this. Okay, I'm gonna put something in perspective for you.
I got you, bro.
I'm a chef, right? The reason why I became a chef is to open my own restaurant. I'm very close to that right now, right? Beautiful little location.
Yeah, you know I follow you, AC. Come on, man.
Understand what I'm saying, right? I've already received awards from the New York Times. I haven't gotten a James Beard Award yet, but I've also been recognized by Michelin. Michelin is like a championship belt, the real belt. Not the regular, not the silver, not nothing.
Ain't no Reggie in this shit.
Right? So understand what I'm saying.
I got you.
When you cook and you do the right thing, instead of me hiring a PR firm and having that PR firm, I'm paying a shitload of money and they're gonna do what they need to do to help me purchase my Michelin. I can purchase my Michelin. I can get my Michelin just by the body of work, the food. That when you go on Yelp, you see all the reviews are excellent reviews. So you know the Michelin is warranted because there are no bad Yelp reviews. All I'm saying is to become champion, you can make a hell of a lot of money and still accomplish a hell of a lot in boxing. It all depends on how you are as a businessman. If you're only going to rely on your two fists to make all the money you think you need in life, that's not going to be enough money.
Let me ask you this.
Man.
Out the WBO, I mean, not the W, the 140 pounders champions I named, how many of them you think is making money?
What happened? What's the question?
You sound like a robot. Go ahead, say it again.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of the out of the 140 champions that I named, right? How many of them you think is making money though?
Nothing. None of them.
None of them.
No. So why fight them? Why fight them then?
That was my next question. So if Devin moves up, who's the money man then at 140?
Here's the question. It's if they're not the money man, you make the money man. That's called promotion. That's called
but okay. But you understand fighting Shakur. So you understand fighting Shakur ain't gonna be hard on Mark and who would fight one of them on, right? If you talk about money,
you sound like a robot again, bro.
No, it's not. It's not hard to fight. It's not hard making a fight to fight Shakur. No, that's not the issue. The issue would be what the man's body is going to be like after the Loma fight. You feel if he says I feel great, I feel I got like another 2 fights in me at 135, fine. But if we see the man looking fucked up on the scales when they have to make weight, then that's something we got to take into consideration. Him moving up to 140, the Josh Taylor versus Devin Haney, that's a $3-4 million fight. Maybe a $5 million fight.
So that's what I'm saying. Tank ain't taking $3 or $4 million no more, bro.
That's because the marketing made him that way. But if you look at Tank's, Tank's last year, is his last year's net worth was still around $3 million. That doesn't say his gross, because you still got to pay out a lot of shit. But what he still took home, what he can spend, is still $3-4 million.
Bro, after this Garcia fight, bro, he made like at least $25 million during this fight right now, bro.
Nah. They're not paying Tank Davis $25 million. They're not going to.
Okay. Go to Google. Go to Google and look it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
And here's the thing.
He made at least $25 million. At least.
It used to be like.
Oh, he's about to get paid off that back end.
Yeah,
he's getting paid off that back end. They made over $1 million pay-per-view fights. He's getting a nice check.
That check is going to be like $8.5 million.
Still, that's more than what he's been getting.
No. They're talking more like 21 million. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all, bro, y'all ain't understand the significance of this fight. He getting like at least $20 million, bro.
You're right. You're absolutely right, because if you're looking at
nigga, Crawford was getting that on fucking HBO Plus, nigga. I mean Showtime Plus or whatever, ESPN Plus. I'm sorry, nigga. No. He getting generational wealth off his fights right now, bro.
The fights is what, $85, right?
It was $90.
$90, right?
No.
I paid $90.
Here's the thing.
I paid $90.
Here's the thing. They tried to say, and I can, and if my cousin, she's.
Hey, we know you don't like Tank. We know that though, bro.
But here's the thing.
Give him his respect,
my cousin
bro.
works at Barclay. They tried to say leading up to this fight, Tank sold out Barclay, and that's a lot. The person who has the highest gate at Barclay is not Tank Davis.
Well, that ain't what Google show. You run on Google. Run on Google right now.
Bro, hold on. Time out.
That's some hater shit, bro.
Why would no, but check this out. Real shit on some real shit. So we're looking at 90 at a $1.2 million buy. Man, that's $9. Think Tank is getting something out of that? You $2 million out of the $100.9 million, and it really is $110 million, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, nigga, I said 20 million. I said that's a low figure.
That's
he gonna get like
so every bit they get every bit about
this fight.
They get every bit of him and Ryan's getting every bit of 20-something million off of this fight.
No, they're not. Stop.
Bro, you're
on
wrong.
I don't know. We didn't see the contract.
AC,
I don't know.
AC.
I can't say that. I didn't see the contract.
No, AC.
Somebody just got paid.
No, AC.
I'm gonna tell you like that. Somebody just got paid.
Hey, Davis is not that fucking smart to negotiate money like that.
AC.
That's you saying that though, AC.
AC.
We don't know what the hell happened behind them closed.
AC, bro. I've never heard you in my life. I've been on a lot of lives with you. I've never heard you hate like this before in my life.
This is not hating. I'm just being
hating,
honest,
my nigga.
Man.
Like real talk. I've never seen you do it. No type of shit like this,
bro. I'm not believing.
Look, AC, hear me out. AC, can you hear me out, please?
Fucking Ryan Garcia. I'm not gonna believe
AC, can you hear me out real quick?
Nah.
Please. Nah. Hey, look. I don't want Tank to be the face of boxing because he's a woman beater, and I don't respect that type of shit.
That part of
no. Hear me out. I don't respect that type of shit, bro, my guy. But the fact of the facts is that the nigga sold 100 and something million pay-per-views, and he don't get his damn money, bro. If you think he ain't gonna get $20 million off this shit, you're crazy.
Okay,
like,
so somebody just put up breaking TV live.
Please let me say this so we get a clear picture. A company like PBC and a company like Golden Boy, right? You have to understand, and Oscar De La Hoya and these guys have money behind them, right? Now, I can put out a report. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, but I can put it out based on what my publicist, give this statement to my publicist. And when my publicist is asked a question, I can fudge the numbers. Because we always have to.
But check this out, AC. But check this out on that. I understand what you're saying, AC. It is where it goes.
Just like, bro, the first report of the numbers are never ever accurate. The first report of the numbers are always overblown or under. That's what happens with the first set of numbers. So I'm gonna keep it tall with you and give you an example. Just like I said, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. The first numbers that came out said they did 500 pay-per-views. Then about a month or so later, maybe 6 weeks later, the real number came out and everyone made a correction that said it did 750. Now, understand what I'm saying. If the real numbers come out and they say they did 1.5, then everything we talking today, everyone will know. I'm that type of person that says, yo, that was my bad. I was hating on the dude, or people can say I was hating on the dude when I was saying I don't believe he got $25 million for that fight, and I don't believe the fight sold 1.2 million.
But he only had to sell 500,000 to get that much. So like, what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is real numbers and talking about the individual.
No, I know what I'm saying. If you sold 500,000, you would get $20 million.
If you had these grand pay-per-view numbers prior to that, if you had these grand pay-per-view numbers prior to that, you were selling out your arenas and you were breaking pay-per-view records and shit like that before this fight, and this is another one on top of it. Because now it's supposed to be showing your numbers are steady rising, but meanwhile, when we look at the numbers, we don't see that. But that's
somewhere, dog.
But at the end of the day, if we look at the numbers and they're telling us one thing, there is no fucking way I'm going to stand here today, this hour right now, and believe the bullshit that's out there right now.
Bro, what I'm saying is, why don't you want to, like, why?
I'm just not that.
No. I'm gonna finish my question. bro. Like why don't you want them to have that success, bro? Like
it's not a matter of what I want. What I want a
what
person
brings
to
the
have
hater out you, bro?
That's the wrong fucking irrelevant ass question to ask me. I don't give a fuck if you're successful or not. I don't give a fuck if you're paid off for boxing
You
or
talking
not.
shit about it, so you do care then. You
It's
don't want to talk
sport.
shit
It's my
about it.
entertainment. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have something invested in a dude that I don't know. I don't give a fuck about you, Duke. I don't give a fuck if you make a penny. I don't give nothing. I don't give two shits about none of that. I'm just not gonna believe the hype around it. Until it's true, until I'm proven wrong. It's not about what you're trying to tell me it's about. Because I don't give a fuck.
AC, come on, my guy. If you can't respect the fact that they crossed over into casuals and just normal fans,
It
bro.
was casuals and normal fans to begin with. There was no crossover. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the
AC,
fuck?
AC.
You
Well,
tripping.
I mean,
like, come on, calm down, bro.
I mean, I mean, what question did I just miss?
He tripping. I don't know what the fuck he's so mad about.
I'm not mad, Duke. This is what I told you, bro. This is Brooklyn.
I mean, that's passion. I get it. I just, but you said that wasn't no cross promotion with who?
No, he said it was a crossover between casuals and normal boxing fans, and I said that's who it was marketed for. There was none. That's who it was marketed to. It wasn't marketed to the hardcore fans because none of the hardcore fans want that bullshit.
They market every fight to get to casual fans, bro. They don't get them.
So Stephen Fulton versus Inoue is a fight marketed to all fans.
Yes, nigga. What are you talking about? They trying to get everybody, bro. They fight, bro. That shit, bro. It's marketed to everybody.
Man. You know what? AC just made a point. That is for hardcore fans.
Bro,
that's not for casuals. The reason why it's going over to Japan is because
that's where the money is.
That's where the money is at, and they know that boxer, and that's their boxer. So Japan is going to be the ones that end up buying that fight. You get the hardcore fans from the United States to buy and try to get to that fight, but it ain't no casuals doing it like that, man.
Right? All the hardcore fans know that when they hear a good fight, the first thing they say, I hope that shit is in Dubai.
Bro, I'm not saying you're not correct in what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that Tank and Ryan
was marketed to the casuals, man. They didn't care about if we buy it, that's fine. Hear me out. If we buy it, that's fine. But it was all targeted for casuals and social media fans alike.
On the panel, bro. Come on, bro. So every fight is marketed to try to get casual fans, bro.
Yes, I get that. But I get your point, and I agree with your point. But in essence, the fight that got made, the two fighters that are on the card, Stephen Fulton versus Inoue, that is a hardcore fan fight. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko is a hardcore fan fight.
Okay. If there's no
fights in boxing don't make the most money.
Yeah, you're right. You're correct. You're correct on that. But if there's only 300,000 hardcore fans between Japan and America, then how is
you had a number like a motherfucker? You said 300. Come on, bro. You got to think of this. In boxing, in Japan, they have animes based on boxing. So boxing is everything in Japan. Just like every other fucking hardcore, just like every other combat sport.
Bruh,
boxing is up there.
Yeah, he's not lying about that. Boxing is big over in Japan.
Okay,
Very big. Very big.
I really don't know too much about Japan, so I'm not.
I've been there, bro. I'm telling you.
I'm not going to dispute you. In America,
I've been there. I've been there twice.
America boxing is not on the for the casual. It's not high on their list.
God damn. Hey, Brett. So I'm not going to dispute you. I know in America, there's about 250,000 hardcore fans that's going to buy that fight. So whatever else Japan got, I'm not sure what they got, and I hope it's good for both of them. What I'm saying is like I hope both them brothers get money, bro. Like that's it. I hope they get money, man. They in there risking their lives for our pleasure. And I hope both brothers get their money, bro.
Hold on. It's not my pleasure when you're not giving me the fight I want to see.
But check this out. Check this out, AC. It's more than just you.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, you're not risking your life for me because I didn't buy it. I didn't support it.
But then you got the other fans that did though.
Well, talk to them, not me. I removed myself from there.
So you don't want to see Inoue and Fulton?
Huh?
You don't want to see Inoue and Fulton?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about right now. That's what I'm talking about right now.
That's a real motherfucking fight, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about, boy? That's a real fight right there.
Okay, dude, that's what I'm talking about then.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
So like I'm talking about like we should be trying to get others interested in getting this fight because it ain't gonna do nothing but help us because Inoue and Fulton ain't on the same promotion, so that's gonna help us get fights that ain't on the same side of the street together. We need to get more people enthusiastic about this fight so they can show that one side of the street ain't better than the other, and we can have all this shit popping.
But a fight like Inoue and Fulton is the perfect fight to do it. The fight Ryan Garcia versus Tank fight, that's for the casuals. They don't give a fuck about cross promotions. They don't give a fuck about that. If you talk to any casual, they probably think both Ryan Garcia and Tank come from the same promotion. They didn't understand that was two different promotional companies. But again, cross promotion
and two different networks. They didn't care about it being on two different networks.
They don't even know they don't even know. They don't know
exactly.
That.
So all of that don't matter, bro. The fight to make it relevant is the Stephen Fulton Inoue fight.
Okay,
that's where we gotta
push that shit then. Let's push that shit then.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's talk about a real fight instead of the spectacle.
Okay, with all that being said, y'all, it's about to be 2:00 on the East Coast. It's about to be 1:00 here. Hey, so I'm gonna let y'all do Haynes. I'm gonna let you be the first one to give us your final thoughts, my guy.
Man, I praise God that you allowed us to lay hands on us as the apostles. I thank you, Lord, that the apostles gave us the ability to get on their panel.
Yes, sir.
And I thank you, boxing gods, that you gave us the ability to talk and speak with one another and not be no Negroes and be black folk. You know what I'm talking about? And thank you, my apostles, and I appreciate everybody that was on the panel, if you dig what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Mr. Warren, you slid out?
Yeah, you probably
disrespectful.
Mr. Warren slid out. You always get the last one. AC, tell us something good, my brother. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, today was a great debate. Again, it's that New York, Brooklyn energy that tends to get misconstrued. I'm not coming at you sideways or anything like that. It's just when most of the time I'm sitting down, but then when they get heated, yeah, I do get up. I'm standing up, and I'm projecting my voice. So
I love you, AC dog.
Yo, definitely, bro. I wouldn't come at you sideways because I respect you. You feel what I'm saying? So I respect your opinion and shit like that. it was one thing that I was gonna cook on earlier when we was talking about stuff when it came down to celebrities. Like I approach celebrities and I approach them like you, just like me. You got fans, I got fans, bro. I got fans because I cook. You know what I'm saying? I got groupies and all of that, just like you do. So I really don't give a fuck, and that's where these celebs is like, damn, I like fucking with Duke right here because he don't give a fuck. He treat me like I'm a regular nigga, curse me out in the whole 9 yards, tell me I'm wilding the fuck out. So they appreciate that when you come at them like that. And I feel if I'm rocking with you, I feel we have that decorum that we could get chippy, but still stay respectful. You feel what I'm saying? And what I mean by chippy is, we could talk a little shit, be like, get the fuck out of here, you wilding the fuck out, what the fuck's you talking about? But it's nothing that never negative. It's no negative feelings behind it or whatever. Cam, Mr. Gooch, y'all always putting it down and giving us the freedom to actually, go at each other. You feel what I'm saying? So the people watching can go out and grab their popcorn and be like, oh, these two dudes is going at it right now. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what make the lives live. You feel what I'm saying? It wouldn't be live if there's no heavy debate or heavy competition or hold on. You can't be serious. Oh man, you feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, hopefully moving forward, if I get that passionate about a topic again, nobody on the panel is gonna think that I'm being something that I'm not. I'm just being passionate. I love chopping it up with you guys. I just don't see myself coming across to y'all as being disrespectful.
I get it now. I get it.
All right. You sound like you just fell in a gallon of water. trying to rehydrate after this joint. So at the end of the day, fellas, that was my cook. It was a great session. We really got deep and we really really cooked on a lot of shit with this with Tank and Dev and everybody.
I
can't hear you.
I apologize if I made anything seem what it was, brother.
Nah, bro, you gravy, man. You gravy. It's we all got to know each other. You feel what I'm saying? We all got to know each other, and sometimes a person may say something, and because we got the little avatars, we can't see each other face. The mannerism or the intent may be taken wrong. It's like typing sometimes. So at the end of the day, it's all love, bro. It's all love.
No, I really, bro.
Yes, sir. Well, man, I thank you guys, man. I real life do. Man. I thank y'all for rocking with us, man. I had a new Breaking TV Live. One love to you, man. You hit some great points, and thank you, man. I'll drop the link. We'll see if you can come through, man. Next time I come on, man, come on through, man. Subscribe, hit the like buttons, man. Everybody, man. Cam, I knew it. Cam, one more time, like Candyman. Cam, I knew what he did. I'm gonna talk shit to him in the morning. We got a show tomorrow, man. One love to Cam Edwards. He been on the move all day, and so I knew he's gonna pass out on me. I knew it. But with that being said, man, thank y'all for coming through, man. Thank y'all for rocking with It's By You, Cam, Sugar J, man. One love, AC Hayes, Hayes Legacy. B Mac was in the chat. Bruce Gas was in the chat. My name is King Boxing was in the chat. Thank everybody that was in the chat. Al Moolah came through for a minute, woke the baby up. Who else? Bill Bootcamp was at work, so he didn't get to slide through. Mr. Golden came through to talk shit. Mr. Warren came through and talk some shit. So, man, tonight was a great night. You did. We didn't have no queens, but I know they was watching. I know they in my playback game. So, shout out to the queens. Shout out to Feliciana Fights, Lisa Bells, Miss Kanisha. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All the queens. Shout out to y'all. With that being said, I was gonna do booty swing, but I'm playing my song tonight. We do booty swing next week. We end it with booty swing next week. It's boxing to you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me and Kim did that, man. One thing, man. One love to my guy Kim, man. We did that, man. And then how it is, I did the hook. Kim did the verse and shit. We got the visuals for Sugar J, man. And here it is one more again, so y'all can see for the playback game. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you.
Mr. Gucci. And I'm with my guys, Sugar J the Wise, Kim the Baptist. Yes, we are the muscles of the youth boxing community. We're bringing it's boxing to you.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light. Haters understand. North side is where I stand. Last year, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We be competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop the seat, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. Being Team Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Represent the 402. Team Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. Y'all know who it is. It's the goose to you. It's the goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch, but we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We lay hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J, the switch hitter from BNB, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Kim the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles. The YouTube boxing community.
One love to you guys. Thank y'all for coming through. The goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. And my God, Cam the Baptist. Cam. Well, we out. Good night, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bless one. See y'all tomorrow. No, Friday. See you Friday. Peace.